Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Wait, good. Ba, di, ba, ba, ba. Ah. Ah. Di-di-di-do, di-di-di-do, do, do. That's good. That's good.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Hey, what's up, Scotty? What's up, Squirrel? How you doing? Logical, welcome in, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Quite a funny one today, actually. You're on the ball. Hello, Jack. How you doing? Interesting one today. Lev's made a couple of videos about me for some. I haven't got a clue why. I honestly don't know why. He's got this thing in his head that look, we go through it. I'm going to address it. I'm going to address the videos. We're going to play the videos, and we're going to go through each thing that he's saying, and I'm going to comment on it. Right? This is just completely out of the blue. I don't know where this has come from. I honestly don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, we'll go through and address everything. See where Lev's completely wrong, because he is completely wrong on this. Absolutely insane. But yeah, we just crack on. No big deal.
Welcome.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing, man?
Well, you don't know.
So many wanting my SS138 software. I need to check they ain't government. Check carefully, Squirrel. Check carefully. They come out of nowhere.
You don't know.
1 minute you think you're good, next minute you've got agents on your ass. Hello, Graham. Welcome in, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, man.
Up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars.
Hello, Dan. Yes, it is going to be very interesting, isn't it?
Caffeinated hate-filled scars and rage-quit repertoires. No answers for yards. Caught up in emotion that's not even yours. Imposter truths like impeccable retards. Lined up for your serving of gish gal.
I was actually going to notice in the pattern here. Listen, I was going to go in on Lev today. It's not. I actually like Lev. I like Lev. Lev's alright, man. He's obviously got something in his head. He's probably been building up a while. It seems like. I don't know if it's because I played a Dave Rice video or played a few Dave Rice videos. I explained this to Lev in the comment I made to him. You know, I play everyone's videos. I haven't got no favourites. I don't favouritism somebody over anyone else. I just play flat earth content. I'm just a guy that plays videos, and people don't like that. For some of it, I don't know why. I really don't know why. And Lev made those videos. To me, it's completely insane. As I say, we'll take a look.
Tired of walking into refracted shards, poor science displayed by disgusting bards. Soaked in sin with your dupe is delight and a new hand of cards. Been so long, seems like for love I'm just too hard.
You got 3 X's in your email. That's not. Do you know what? Chills. Do you know what that's from? That's my old poker name, but it used to be without the 1. Take the 1 off it. Right, that was my old poker name on what was it called? Not Party Poker. PKR Poker. It was like a 3-dimensional poker game, and that was my original name in the poker. And it says it's David, right? XX, but it's ESP, not Spain. Extrasensory perception. I was playing poker. Yeah, that's my old poker name. Yeah, they're little kisses on the cheek. That's all they are. I think Lev's made a bit of a blunder here, a bit of a boo-boo. Yeah, so that's my old. This is my old poker name, David XXX ESP, and it didn't have the 1 on it, but something happened, then I had to put the 1 on it. So I can't remember. It's such a long. I was playing PKR poker in 2006. That's how old this email address is. It's just symbolisms. Symbolisms, chills, symbolisms.
Well, you don't know. part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know. Intoxicated 8 makes you believe you're spinning in space, while you have no shame or grace. It's a disdainful state I used to contemplate, how to save myself from my own self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate, forced to try and awake with a full plate, no one to help me stay awake or educate. I've had to liberate and fight through it.
That's what I'm thinking, Chills. Lev,
rockets don't work in space.
he's looking into stuff and coming up with stories out of it. I mean, I really don't know what he's talking about. So I kind of addressed some of it in a comment that I sent him last night. Yeah, but it's so out of left field, man. I just weren't expecting it. I was just like, what's happened here? Suddenly.
Fake, the show is on Mars, it's a joke, but
Because I play some videos. I mean,
Fepe's beak is strong.
A
We
bit
have our
stupid.
song and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond, and lives of truth that hits the bong and sings the song, turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown and all of us wearing our holy crowns.
Oi, listen, Graham, I ain't kissing no wall. There's no way I'm wearing one of those funny caps and kissing a wall. It's never in a million. Never in a million.
Don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know.
Right, let's get to it. Let's get to it because I'm not wasting my time on this. Right, this is just way too ridiculous. Right, let's get this because Lev talks pretty quiet, doesn't he? Good. Push up Lev so everyone can hear what Lev's got to say. And the first video is Banner Gets Paid. Right, so let's check it out. Look, I've even given him a thumbs up. I've even went in there and given him a thumbs up. Yeah, nice one, Lev. Cheers. Thanks for that.
Over 3 months you have been on Duffy, Banner. Give us a break. Listen, Honor. It's got to be done, Honor. You know that. Honor, I've got to call these guys out. I've got to. It's my job, Honor. It's my job. I get paid to do this, Honor. So, I get paid by me.
See, can't you see it's a build-up to a joke, Lev? There's no Freudian slip. It's a fucking joke, Lev. Yeah, I get paid. I pay myself to do this. I mean, are you taking this serious and legit? Completely insane, mate. I'm joking around. As you can tell by my voice.
Myself to do this, Honor. I literally pay myself to do this. So yeah, they've got to be called out, Honor. I'm sorry. I know it gets a bit tedious and a bit monotonous. I know it does, but it has to be done. It has to be done. Because we've got to show people that the characters that we're dealing with, right? Like perverts like Jaren. Pervert slash, can we put paedophile in there? I don't know yet. Maybe that's going to come out in the future. Maybe it would be pervert slash paedophile with Jaren. We just don't know. But it's going to come out. So we've got to show the characters of these people. Duffy, robbing old age pensioners, pension funds. That's disgusting. It's so bad as a character. And he's out here going flat earth this, flat earth that. No one's listening no more, Duffy. Because we know every time you open your mouth, lies pour out, Duffy. Every single time.
And what's the big problem with that? Well, me saying this, I pay myself, which is obviously a joke. So that's the first bit, so I've just squashed that.
Poor showing with
It's obviously a joke, and I'm messing around.
guys out. I've got to. It's my job, Honor. It's my job. I get paid to do
I get paid to do it.
So, I get paid by me.
You literally hear me go like that. You hear me do that because I'm laughing at what I'm saying.
I pay myself to do this, Honor. I literally pay myself to do this. So yeah, they've got to be called out, Honor. I'm sorry. I know it gets a bit tedious. Yeah, they've got to be called out on this. So yeah, do this, Honor. I literally pay myself to do this. So yeah. I pay myself to do this. I literally pay myself to do this. So yeah, they've got. I get paid by me.
There it is. I get paid by me because I'm laughing at what I'm saying, right? Because it's obviously not real, right? Who am I getting paid by? I'm paying myself. Fucking hell. Right, that's that one done. Oh yeah, getting stuck on something that I said as a joke about paying myself. That's top headline news, is it? Okay, let's go on to the next one. That's just been crushed. Let's go on to the next one.
G creation. The Flat Earth Baphomet worshippers.
Flat Earth Baphomet worshippers, and he's got my name up here for some reason. He's on my channel for some. I don't know why. I mean, I'm calling out Jaren, you know, Mikey Smith, Sam Mossad. I mean, you can kind of tell what's going on there. Do you think I'm affiliated with any of these fucking morons? Do you really think I'm affiliated with Dave Weiss? I've spoke to Dave Weiss like twice, 3 times, probably in chats. Not even face to face ever. I'm not connected to these. None of these guys. But Lev's got this in his head that he thinks I am for some. Let's just listen.
So, as I've previously mentioned about my work being stolen by Bro Sanchez, Witsit,
Yeah, I agree, Lev.
David Weiss,
Yeah.
Jaren, etc., etc.
Yeah.
There's more, you know.
So why are you pulling me into it? Why are you pulling me into this? I don't. Something just doesn't ring right.
London, Tomb of Illumination, and like I said, there's more. But
So I'm not allowed to play any videos that mentions anything that Lev's mentioned because Lev thinks that I'm connected to him because I play Flat Earth videos, mention stuff that Lev's talked about.
with that, there's also be a sense of like being pushed out, and it's kind of like there's hardly anywhere to go. You know what I mean? To like actually.
You feel like you're being pushed out by who, Lev? Who do you feel's pushing you out of anything? Who? It surely isn't me. I'm not pushing you away anything.
Be on a panel, and
Hold on, what was that about a panel?
you know what I mean? To like actually be on a panel, and it's one of those places where banners, but it don't do that anymore. And you know what is it because Simon came on and was horrible to Jax?
No, nothing to do with Jax. Nothing to do with Simon. Nothing to do with Jax. Lev. Jax can look after herself. She doesn't need me looking after Jax. Jax can do it herself. She's capable of doing that herself. She doesn't need me. Right? So that's completely wrong. Nothing to do with Jax.
You know what I mean? Because that's not my fault.
I'm not saying it is your fault, Lev. I've never mentioned you before, ever, Lev. You're kind of turning this around and making it about yourself. Like, it's aimed at you. What are you talking about? The reason why I don't go live anymore because my computer fucks up. It freezes. Everyone knows this, Lev. Have you been hiding under a rock or something? Everyone knows. I've said it multiple times. As soon as I get the new PC, I'm going to do lives again. I'm opening up again. I can't at the moment because the PC can't handle it. I've said this to everybody in the chat hundreds of times. Incredible.
You know what I mean? Because that's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's got nothing to do with you.
You know what I mean? I didn't create the drama. I've always
What drama? What are you talking about? We're talking like we're talking back in like 2021, I think. 2022.
got stuff to contribute, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like it don't happen anymore. But
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with you, Lev, because it doesn't happen. It's because I've got a shitty PC. I've told you this. I've told everybody.
I mean, it's one of the sides of it, you know? It's kind of like how I used to go on Flat Earth Dudes, but when I come up with the Origins of Life stuff, then that 24/7 stream, which I used to be there from waking up in the morning to falling asleep at night, like on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
yeah. Lev used to be in there all the time. That's a fact.
And in that last year, it were all off air. And we didn't want to do it because of trolls and all these kind of things. So eventually, I kind of gave up on that. And a while afterwards, Banner's panel started to open up. And so, I had the opportunity to be there. But everything that I contributed there has now been deleted.
So, yes, I deleted a shitload of videos, Lev. I wasn't thinking, oh, Lev's in that video, let me remove it. No, it was COVID times. If you remember, Lev, it was pretty bad, right? I had to delete a shit, not just you, a whole bunch of videos. I had to go and put them on private because I had one strike against me, Lev. All I needed was another one. And then my channel would have been taken down. I don't know if you remember that. We was switching over and stuff all the time, yeah.
There has now been deleted. Or taken down, sorry. But it's convenient because it's like the work that...
It's not convenient. It wasn't convenient for everyone. I was nearly going to get the channel taken down. Do you think I'm going to be thinking about you and your content on those videos, Liv? No, I'm taking them all fucking down. I'm putting them all on private. All of them. Got nothing to do with you. This is what I mean. You've just flipped it around and making it all about yourself. It's got nothing to do with you, Liv.
They stole, like Witsit with the Taurus field, Bro Sanchez with the Taurus field, Jaren with the...
Yeah, but this has got nothing to do with me. You're mentioning all these people and you still haven't mentioned what I've done, Liv. But yet you've got me, got my channel up on the screen here. Bizarre. Really out of left field, man. I can't work this out.
Contradictions were on those streams. And so, it's very convenient for the people which are stealing the work. I mean,
So, what do you think I've done? I've got you to talk and privatised the fucking videos and sent them to Jaren, Witsit, and listen to what Lev's saying. Look, you need to steal this. Bro Sanchez, look what Lev said. Come on, Lev. I thought you was better than this, man.
Produce my Taurus field on my channel before Witsit's presentation. So mine's first, and it comes with the Origins of Life stuff, rather than it just being the Taurus field on Earth. And so when we say micro and macro, it makes a lot more sense, because if they say that the macro is the realm, then what's the micro, in that kind of sense. But but then you, Banner, you said that I'm one of your favourite channels. And yet you keep forgetting to put me on your playlist.
Lev, I don't forget. You think you're making it about you, Lev? This is crazy. Yeah, you are one of my favourite. I do like what you say, Lev. But it doesn't mean that, you got the right to be on the list every single time. I'll put loads of different... I'll try and change it up for everybody. Nobody wants to see the same stuff over and over again, Lev. I'm literally just changing it up. And yes, I might have missed a few of your videos in that, in your 20 videos that you did. Whoopie-doop, so what? It's no big deal. It's no big deal, bro. I play your stuff regularly. When it comes out and I know it's out, it goes on the list.
And then when you do put me on your playlist, you'll have skipped like 6 or 7 episodes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, is that? You know what I mean? To make those episodes and stuff.
Yes, I know, Lev. And I try my best. I'm not always going to get it right, Lev. We're all just human and we do make mistakes. It's nothing to make a huge video about. And Nonsense to me.
You do a lot of talking over them as well. Like you'll pause and unpause whilst you're talking. You know,
That's what I do, Liv. I'm doing it right this second. There's nothing wrong with that. Pausing and putting my opinion in. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. What, you just want me to play your videos and be completely silent? Just, in fact, I'll put the whole list of just Lev's work on the list. All Lev stuff. I'll just play it from start to finish. 3 hours, not saying a word, just play Lev. No, it's not going to work like that, Lev. Unfortunately for you.
I mean, on the video, so it's like people haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And
They know exactly what you're talking about. Come on, man. Just me putting my 2 cents in doesn't take away them understanding what you're talking about, Liv. If I find something interesting, I will pause it and talk about it. I don't know if you noticed, Liv, it's only the real stuff that I'm interested in I'll do that with. The other stuff I'll just let play.
you know, it's a bit of a red flag in a way. You know,
A red flag. So Lev's got red flags going off in his mind because I pause and comment on the video as it's playing. And this is just ridiculous, Lev. Come on, man.
because it's like whilst it's contradicting what you're saying because like you're talking about off-topic things, so it's like you're not actually going along with what my videos are talking about and stuff like.
Well, no. All that close-up work of the moth's wing and all that, I found it really interesting because it looked like whole landscapes in there. It's like a micro of the macro, right? So I remember exactly what I was saying on your vids, Lev. In fact, it was me that told you about the Dracula thing that you went and made a little segment on your video about. What, are you stealing work from me, Lev? Are you stealing my work, Lev? Is that what's really going on? Then you're just reflecting it, giving it the mirror. Okay.
But then there's been those times when there's been a topic, a necessary topic that's been worth talking about, whether it's been TFE, Jaren's traitorism, or the Bible and Christianity and in flat Earth, all right? And it's like there were other people that wanted me to come on panel as well, but you weren't interested. You're like, oh, I'll have to see if somebody else can come on in a couple of weeks. And it's like, well, why do we need to wait 2 weeks? It's like, you know,
Why? Because, to be quite honest with you, Liv, the computer was fucking up every time I went live. Do you remember, Liv? One, you only get an hour and you've got to redo it, which completely messes up the stream. Right? And two,
you know, it needs talking.
I need a better computer, Liv. That's what it's all to do with my PC. It's got nothing to do with you.
About now.
Taking it as some sort of personal thing.
And why do you need somebody?
I'm not thinking about you, Liv, when I'm...
Come on. Aren't we both truthers? Aren't we both on the same side?
What? I mean, I don't get what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Saying that I wanted someone else on? What the hell are you talking about? You've been on mine on your own before. We've had a chat before, Liv. It's good to have other people in there, right? Get different points of view, different angles and stuff, right? That's no big deal. In making mountains out of molehills. In fact, no, there's not even a molehill to begin with. It's just a flat piece of fucking land, and Lev's making a huge Mount Everest out of it. Lev, come on, man.
And it's like, you know, if you need somebody there, what, another shill in that kind of sense? Because that's the...
Another shill, what, like Jax, Brendan, Simon, or someone, Vertex used to come in. I mean, are these all shills? Are they, Lev? You say you're calling everyone that come onto the chat Jax? It's like they're all shills, are they? Are they, Lev? All right. Okay.
vibration that's coming across. You know what I mean? It's like... like playing all these David Weiss videos.
So what? I play any fucking video I want to play, Liv. Any video I want to play, I'm going to play. Right? I don't, as I said, I've got no favourites. I don't care who's who. I don't do the personality thing. fact, I take the piss out of them. Like I was doing with Dave Weiss's 150k a month app last time. I was started taking the piss, right? And saying, Vlad, I can see why Vlad wants a piece of that cake. 150 a month, damn. Come on, man. I play everyone's vid. Look, I've got Wild Army UK in there. I've got Dell in there. I've got Tommy in there. Stellium in there. Eric DeBay in there. Jim Annis in there. And what? Hangman? Potter's Clay? Yes, there's a Dave Weiss interview. There's a Thor in there. What? I play Jim's in there. I've got everyone's videos in there. So what are you talking about?
Telling people to think of David Weiss like a teddy bear when you know.
It's not. I wasn't telling people. I said that's what I think. Dave Weiss reminds me of Fozzie Bear. What's wrong with that? I find that hilarious. But you've got people like Lev that take it dead seriously. I'm making a joke about it. I don't care about Dave Weiss. I really don't. Yeah, I'll play some of his videos. So what? I'll play Lyric DeBay's videos. So what? I'll play your videos, Lev. Right?
Oh, but he's stealing my work. And you know that Wits is stealing my work, and you end up standing up for him when I mention it in chat. You know? And so it's like you're pretending to be on my side, but you're standing up for them. And then you've got a
Lev, there's nothing to do with sides. I've got no favourites. I don't care who's what I play. I'm just playing videos, Lev. You're looking at it from a weird angle and making it personal about you, and it's got nothing to do with you. Nothing.
Because if you're on panel and you slip up and you say that you get paid to play.
No, it was no slip up. It was obviously a joke. You know, you must know my sense of humour by now, Liv. Yeah, I get paid for this. I pay myself, by the way. Which means I don't get paid. That's the whole joke. Is like, no, there's no money involved.
Play TFE videos. When Honor were complaining about watching a TFE video. And then you correct yourself so that you pay yourself to watch, to play TFE videos.
No. That was the build up to the punchline, Liv. That was just a little joke. That was me, yeah, I get paid. Yeah, I pay myself, by the way. It's just ludicrous.
And it's like, yeah, but
this is just this brain dead stuff to me.
For TFE videos, you pay yourself. And it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense.
No.
You know, it's like...
Liv, you're not making sense. You know my sense of humour. I'm always taking the piss. Always. You can't tell that was a joke. That was done in jest. You can't tell that. Everyone else in the chat knows, Lev, except for you for some reason. You think it's just all personalised and at you. As I said, it's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you. What I play on this channel for one. Play what I want when I want to play it. And as I said, I ain't got no favourites. There's no personality people that I vibe with. I've never spoken to any of these people. Got no connections with them at all. As you can see, Jaren, we dressed up as Jimmy Savile. Jaren holding Austin as a little clown baby. Little clown baby there. And you got, you've got Mikey Smith and Sam Mossad in a park. We're holding puppies and sweeties with kids in the back. Come on, man. What, you think I'm a Philly?
The first time. And it's like, you get paid to play TFE videos. That means...
So I'm getting, now I'm getting paid by someone, which I just said that I pay myself sarcastically in a joke. Now Lev's taking it as being legit and he's forming some story out of it that now I'm getting paid by TFE and Duffy. I'm sorry, this is pure insanity. Lev, you need to sort yourself out, honestly.
But there's
Fucking
a lot that
hell.
you're not telling us.
I'm completely upfront. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'll tell you exactly how it is, Liv. There's no snaky stuff going on here.
One, how much you get paid in that kind of sense. Who's paying you?
Who's paying you? I just said I pay myself. Yeah. taking little segments, a little segment that I said, oh yeah, I get paid. I paid myself. It was obviously a joke, Liv.
Why they're paying you?
Why are they paying me? Liv, if you've got the joke, I don't get fucking no money. That was the whole point of me saying it.
Why we have to watch TFE videos? Why that's important?
Why have we got to watch a TF video? Because the documentary's coming out soon, Liv, and I wanted to shed some light and remind everyone of Duffy's his financial crimes, right? Because that's what I said. The way you take these people down is by telling people the truth about who they really are. And when it comes to Duffy and this documentary, if we can get it out there that this guy's a scumbag, which he is, for robbing old ladies' pension funds, then he loses credibility. Do you understand, Liv? And actually went to Vickers the week before on the Sunday, and that's where I got the idea from. Because Vicker was talking about it, and I thought, well, okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do something like that about Duffy. Try to make it funny. But no, completely taken the wrong way.
You're not telling us all this. And also your association with people like David Weiss and such.
I've got no association, Liv. What are you talking about? It's like I'm phoning up Dave Weiss on the Dave, right? There's this guy called Lev. He's making this stuff. You need to copy it. Regurgitate. That's what you need to do. You need to piss this Lev dude off. You know, I'm not associated with none of these people, Lev. I've spoken to Dave Weiss twice in chats in 10 years. 10 years, Liv. So this association with all these, I've never spoken to him ever. So, fucking know where Lev's getting this information from, man, but it's hilarious.
All the people which are stealing my work. So if they're making money off my contributions, my research, they're making money off it, and then they're paying.
Was you the first, though, Liv, to come out with the Taurus field, or was it being bandied about before you?
You.
Just say
it means you're making a living off my.
Was that? I'm not making no living, Liv. I do this for free. Everyone knows that. Trying to associate me with these clowns and say that I'm getting paid because I made a joke about paying myself. You're taking it out of context and you're making a big palaver out of it, and you're making a story up out of nothing, Liv. Seriously, nothing.
And amongst this, you've got the XXX in your email.
Oh, here we go. XXX. Yeah, it's David. It's XXX ESP. It actually, as I mentioned before, this is my old poker name, right? Where I used to play on PKR, right? ESP stands for extrasensory perception. The 3 X's are in there because I tried it, I think, and it was already taken, the name or something, and I had to put the X's in there I could have put Z's in there, I could have put A's in there, B's, but X just looks like you're trying to blank something out, right? That's what it looks like. So ESP is just extrasensory perception. I was playing poker under this name. And then I'd add the 1 to it, I think. I can't remember why. But the 1 on it didn't exist. Just that first.
That's almost like showing your allegiance in a way.
What are you talking about? I've had this ESP since 2006, Liv. It's absolutely insanity.
But also you showed a photo of yourself.
What photo?
That photo.
What photo?
You were covering your nose like this. Your eyes were open.
Yeah. That's when I was 16 years old, Liv. I was 16 years old, over the park. People were taking pictures and I didn't want my picture taken. So I went like that. I was 16 years old. I'm 55 now, Liv. 50 fucking 5. Not 16 years old. Sitting on a thing, stoned. Not wanting my picture. This is what Lev comes out with. Probably some sort of palm fucking symbolism. Do you think I knew about all this symbolism when I was 16 taking drugs and getting high and taking ecstasy and acid and all this stuff, do you think I'm thinking, oh yeah, I better make a symbol sign right now? I was 16, Lev. 16 years old.
You were covering your nose, and it's like a pyramid shape.
Yeah.
And it were a black and white photo as well.
Yeah.
So in terms,
So what? It's a picture when I was 16 years old. I put it on there. I showed it because it's covering up my face, right? That's why I showed it. You can't see the whole of my face.
of like Freemasons, Illuminati, all those kind of things, and all I have to do is open your hands, and then
Nah. You really think I'll be doing that when I'm 16 years old, sitting over the park with all my friends, smoking, getting high, and yeah, I'm doing this. This is what I'm. This is the next stage, is it, Lev? Come on, man.
Hell yeah.
It's just ridiculous. That picture's when I was literally 16 years old. 40 years ago, Lev. 40. I didn't get into flat Earth till 2010. So what are you talking about? This is jokes. This is hilarious.
Like that, I can't tell if you've got your tongue out or not.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I'm doing the Baphomet under there.
In all honesty, it's like, that could be you telling us who you really are.
Nah, I'm 16, Liv. I'm stoned over the park with 20 of my mates, and my mates going around taking pictures. I didn't want my picture taken. It's pretty, I mean, you think when I was 16, I was thinking of Masons and fucking checkerboards and all this sort of stuff. Get a grip, son.
And then just letting it slide. Then you got this video from 8 years ago. Flat Earth scammers beware.
Yeah.
And you're talking against all these people.
Yeah. And?
Nathan Oakley, Globebusters,
And?
etc.
So?
Martin. And you consider them to be criminals in this little video.
And?
It's only on for 1 minute.
It's 8 years. You're talking 2018, Liv.
Minute 43. I'll link it in description.
No, you don't have to link it. Just go straight to my channel and watch it. It's been on there for years.
And the next video, because I've got the clip of you talking about getting paid for TFP.
Getting what?
You see,
Getting what, Liv? I didn't understand the word you just...
getting paid for TFP.
Getting paid for TFE. I mean, Liv, you've got to wind your neck in, son. Really? You think that I'm getting paid by TFE? You really think, Liv, I'm getting paid to do this? Do you really think? I mean, this is such a weak argument. This is so weak, Liv. It's like you're just trying to find shit. You think I'm getting paid by TFE when I'm calling the dude out constantly on these financial crimes? You think I'm getting paid by this?
You see, one of the significant things about it, if you're getting paid by all these...
I'm not getting paid, Liv. I'm not getting no money for this. Do you realise? And I said, even if I go to 1,000, right, it's not changing. I'm not going to be accepting money. I don't do the money side of things. I've said it a million times. If other people want to do that, it's fine. Do it. So people ain't allowed to change their ways and views about people over 8 years. No, you've got to stay rigid. You've got to stay like, okay.
This is the network. The shill network. And the
I play everyone's videos. So they're all shills according to Lev. Every video that I play, Jim's videos, the Tartarian, Dell's, Shaking My Head Productions, John Thor. Yes, there's a Dave interview on there. Hangman's on there. Potter's Clay. I mean, Flat Earth Warriors, Vernon Talks, Jim Annis. All these are shills, are they? Are they all shills, Lev? because it looks like you're just picking and choosing what you want to pick, mate. Yeah, I've played some Dave Rice vids. So what? Do I play Witsit videos? No. I played an interview with him and Jaron the other day, and that was with Bruce Maguire commenting on it, because I thought it was funny, the amount of bloody fallacies that Jaron. To me, I found it amusing. But you're taking this like legit and like, yeah, this is Banner's getting paid by Will Duffy. Come on, man. Have you lost the fucking plot, dude?
The truth community should not.
So all these people in here now are all shills because they're in my list. But you know, he only picks out who's it? Dave Weiss. So I played a Dave Weiss video, played a couple of Dave Weiss shorts and stuff just to fill in time. You know, when you've got 7 hours to fill in, Liv, right? You've got to put any flat Earth content on there. I'm not just going to keep replaying. I will take stuff down and replace it with other stuff. And if they're flat Earthers and the information's good, I'll play it. I don't give a fuck about who it is. I don't care about these personalities. I don't care about any of them. So trying to wind me in with all these guys, Liv, you're so far off the mark, bro.
Be trusting these people.
I don't trust anyone. I don't trust none of these people. I just played as I said, Lev, you do a live stream, Lev, and fill it up with content. Not your own content, just flat earth content, and see how you get on with 3 hours worth of content trying to find twice a week. They're just videos, Lev. They're just people's videos. Stop taking it personally. It's got nothing to do with you.
Because they, like the astronauts and the people that are creating all this drama in the world and suffering and such, are Baphomet worshippers. And if you're leading the people into flat Earth so that they can become a Christian and sell their soul, have their silver
Well,
coin.
no, I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious. I've stated it many, many times. I don't do religion. End of story. Got nothing to do with bringing people into flat Earth and making them Christian. What are you talking about? How dare he me?
What? And then the traps here. And then you're contributing to spiritual war. And what? For money.
There Lev goes again, assuming that I'm getting paid by Duffy and CFE. Because I've got 3 X's in my name. Because I've got a Dave Weiss video on the list. But I've also got 100 other videos on that list, not by Dave Weiss. But Lev doesn't mention nobody else. He doesn't mention anybody else, does he? I mean, is Tommy Rogers? Is he a shield? Is Stellium a shield? Jim Annis, is he a shield? Is Dell a shield? Is Gads from the Wild Army, is he a shield? Is New Perspective a shield? Come on, Lev. You want to go there? Is New Perspective a shield? ISA waxes on the How Globe. It's all flat Earth related, all my stuff, Lev. So what the hell are you talking about? Were you crying because I'm not playing your stuff when you want it to be played? Damn, man.
You know, I want answers for this. I want an explanation.
Yeah, I'm giving you the fucking answers right now, Lev. Straight to your face, live in front of everybody. Well, not straight to your face, but, you know, it's live and I'm doing it live. So there's no script here. I'm just telling you what I think, Lev. And you're so far off the mark, it's completely ridiculous. I'm starting to think if you lost the plot, bro.
No.
Seriously. Do you think I'm getting paid by Duffy when I obviously made a joke saying, nah, you know, I pay myself actually. That's what
all this stuff is with Duffy and...
It's no thing with Duffy. You're making it into a thing with Duffy. It was me that called Duffy out. It was me that started all the gate stuff back in the fucking day when they were over there. And why did I start all the gate stuff? Oh, Lev might say that he come up with it, actually. I better be careful. Lev might say that he made that up. No, the week before we had Sausage Gate, didn't we? Do you remember Sausage Gate, guys? when I was extremely high and I went into the kitchen, put on some sausages at 11 o'clock at night and shut the door and completely forgot that I'd started cooking some sausages. And then I was in my room and I started smelling burnt sausages. I was like, oh shit, the sausages. Went into the kitchen and it was completely full up with smoke, right? And I opened up all the windows. I was trying to wave the smoke away from the alarm, which set the alarm off at 11 o'clock at night. All the neighbours were coming out, giving me dirty looks and funny looks because I woke up the whole, you guys, and I said, yeah, sausage gate. And the week later, they went to bloody TFE. So that was still in my mind. So yeah, it was Chroma Gate, Mountain Gate. You remember? So yeah, I'm not here defending anyone. I'm calling these morons out, and I always have done. But for some reason, Lev's made this weird connection that I'm getting paid by these guys. I haven't received a single penny or cent from anybody. If I was into this for money, I would have said, yeah, all right, guys, I'll open a PayPal. You can pay for my computer. All right, guys, yeah, I'll open up a PayPal. You can pay for my fucking tyres that I need in my car next week. Come on, man. I've never opened up a PayPal. I've never received a penny off anybody. And everybody knows that, Lev, except for you.
So thank you for watching, and I'll upload the clip in the next.
Just a bunch of nonsense, Lev. You're grasping at straws. You're trying to bring me in with these guys for some reason, and I don't know exactly why. Right, let's get on to this next one.
Hello. I thought I should feature this segment from Tinfoil Sombrero's
And
stream from.
Lev said, I don't know which video it's in. He said something about Anna said that the moonwalk, the moon print was in cement dust, which come from me. Well, that's complete bullshit, Lev. I said that on Ponchos in 2016, Lev. 2016, Lev. I said that boot print is made in cement dust. And do you want to know why I said it? And I've said it on this channel loads of times. Do you want to know why I said that, Lev? Because my dad used to be a fencer. He used to bring home Portland cement. It used to be bags of it. On Sunday mornings, we used to go out there as kids, pour loads of it onto the onto the pavement, to the slabs there, and put our hands in it and pull it out. And it used to leave a perfect print. And you used to even be able to see the lines in your hands. You know, the little lines? That's how much of and as soon as I saw the boot print, it was just like, that's cement dust. And I was saying that in 2016, Lev. So he had nothing. Lev, are you hearing my stuff and then thinking that you're coming out with it? Is that what really is going on here? $2016, Lev. It's 2026. 10 years ago I mentioned that in Ponchos.
The other day. Considering that I'd already told Nico about my research, and anybody who's familiar with my research will know about the sun and ocean being conscious. So I'll let it play.
They're going to be one of the biggest
I'll take the volume up.
observations we're going to get. I think that's what Joe Hamby's doing. I think
You know
that's
what I
he's
heard?
focusing on.
I saw this one little clip and I can't remember.
Lev's looking into things way too deeply. That just things that just don't exist. It's so bizarre. This is so out of left field. I was pretty shocked last night when I see these videos. I was like, "What's he doing? What's he doing? All this nonsense." Putting two and two together, making six. That's what it.
Now, but it was this guy
Grab two sticks and make a crucifix, Lev.
was being interviewed, and it was just this random thing that came up on TikTok or Twitter or whatever. And this guy was like, "Yeah, what if?" Or he didn't say what if. He's like, everybody has their own sun, so the sun wouldn't actually exist if you didn't exist. So you are a part of the sun. So no matter where you are viewing from, no matter where your angle is, you're going to have your own.
That's why you can't triangulate it.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their personal sun. Oh, I don't believe that. Sun doesn't exist if die, well, it still exists for everybody else, doesn't it?
So you are kind of like the counter anchor of whatever angle you want to figure out, like regardless of shadows or anything. But I don't know.
How about the sun is consciousness?
Well, no. Actually, I asked Grok. You want to know what Grok said? Grok. I asked Grok if the sun was consciousness, and Grok said, and I said,
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm on the phone in the background to Dave Weiss. He's got a little earpiece in there. I'm telling him, yeah, the sun's conscious, and it's straight from Lev. Lev, you need to steal more of Lev's work, Dave. I've never spoken to before in my life. Dave, you need to fix your earpiece, Dave. Fix your earpiece. That's it. That's better. That's better. You can hear me now, yeah?
one word answer, and it said no. And then I said, is the ocean consciousness? And you know what it said? Yes.
Wait, what's Grok? What's Grok?
Twitter's AI.
Every human being.
X's AI. By the way, Duffy too. I just want to point out the guys got their.
I entered the chat and let myself be known. It was quite a busy night with a few streams going off at time, so I was really lucky to catch it. So I'd literally like come in and that's what I heard before I even got a chance to speak in chat. And as soon as I like come into the chat, the conversation, it just completely changes, and like the personality of the panel and all that kind of stuff, like the energy of it all.
Before to point to Remus, and then the next day Jaron and Austin and Elizabeth and them got there, and then they all flew to Antarctica together. There was only one Starlink. There was only one way for them to have internet, and they hoarded, Duffy and them in June, whatever the other names are, they hoarded the internet password. So they kind of made it.
It's kind of like completely, quite profound words. How come that weren't like, it's quite exciting to talk about that, I thought. But no, I mean, really, it just looks like, I've told you about my work, and you've gone to David Weiss and you've discussed it with him, and you've wanted to make out that you've come up with it on your own. Which it says a lot, So, I'm hoping not to make more of these videos, but, like I said, anybody who knows my channel, they'll know it anyway. They'll know what this kind of video is. So, thank you for watching. Cheers.
Oh, what's this one? Chi Creation Lunar Wave Psyop. So this is the Crow 777, is it? The Lunar Wave?
Chi Creation, the Lunar Wave Psyop. So, especially with Crow 777 being part of that Truth Convention, which were featuring David Weiss, I imagine that's basically like the Shill convention. Especially like in terms of like, they were featuring my work, like the sun being conscious, and Crow 777, that being his work now. And I think it's appropriate to point out.
In fact, the Fozzie Bear thing come from Brendan, and I thought it was hilarious. If you remember, Brendan mentioned it in the chat, and I went, oh, yeah, Fozzie Bear. So blame Brendan. It's all Brendan's fault. I'm not. Listen, Brendan just mentioned it, and I thought it was hilarious. I was like, yeah, he does remind me of Fozzie Bear.
In the Lunar Wave, especially considering a lot of people.
Not making him out to be some cuddly little toy, Lev. No, it was just funny.
The Lunar Wave.
And you're looking into stuff way too deeply, man.
We live in a simulation. So here, when we've got the moon at the horizon, we can see loads of lunar waves. And one of the special features of a lunar wave is how it changes the size of the moon. And we can see how a layer of atmosphere can do that. So zoom in, we can see each wave of atmosphere. It's like, oh, like each little dip. And so because of the compression of the atmosphere in those layers, then that's what's causing the magnetic effect, because it's thicker in that kind of sense. So it's like we're looking through ripples in a way, and so that's why it's creating that effect. So, all of it. And that's more like reflection, isn't it? Because it's on the water line. But on the top half, we can see where those patterns are. So like there, each layer of atmosphere. How it pulls the light in those ways. So you can see they're all straight lines in that way. But what we're doing, we're looking out into the horizon. So it's going to be a straight line. In terms of like how these atmospheric layers work, it's like a ring going around us. So it's like each layer, you have to imagine that 360 ring as we turn around. Then that's where that line's going to be. So as we go up and we pan up higher with this camera,
Isn't the horizon line there? Isn't this water reflection? Is that where the horizon line is? This is water reflection, right?
as we go
The
up,
bottom half from the little notch downwards, right, on all of them.
and we pan up higher with this camera, and then like the moon's higher in that sense, and then there's less of them, they're more dense as we get lower to the horizon, and we get further up into atmosphere, then it's like looking at rings in a way, you know what I mean? So you can see like how you'd see them. You got one a main one. You see them everywhere, like with little indents and such. It's a bit bright, but you can see some there. Okay, that looks like water, so it's like more like the reflection of water or something like that. But you can see there, like a jagged line, there, there's loads as it all goes up along. So, like the iron sky is, say if it's it's up in the, you know what I mean, like a like if it's up here, then I've got to tilt my camera that way. You see, like the straight edge of my monitor is going there, and so when the line comes across, it looks like a wave coming at a different angle. So you know what I mean. It doesn't have to appear straight on. Like if you're looking up into the sky, especially the angle of your camera as well and all that kind of thing, then that's how you appropriate it. But also like in terms of like how we've appropriated this now, in terms of it's just an atmospheric layer. It's not the recoding of reality in a simulation. It's an atmospheric layer. Now that information's there, then anybody with a camera are probably able to capture a lunar wave really, really easy. You know what I mean? Because we know, you know what I mean, when to expect the atmospheric layers in terms of, you know, like as the evening is and all that kind of stuff. Like if the moon's up a bit and stuff, that kind of thing, then that might be an ideal place to film it. catch them. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, closer to the horizon, the better, because you're going to get more. But so the question comes: did Crow 777 know about this? But thought he could, you know, publicise it and make it look like reality is glitching or resetting or recalibrating or whatever it is. Because, you know, we only have theories for it. We don't have any answers. Although I kind of think this answers it quite well. But amongst that, there's definitely a psyop and an agenda to push for simulation theory. Which, like we mentioned about the Trinity, it's like you've got choose the Bible, or be a non-believer, or that third option will like to be the devil worshippers. Alright, so then like this is the non-believer, to believe that you live in a simulation, you know, completely disconnected from spirit. Which is another thing which Bro Sanchez stole off me. I've spoken about it before, but so I was speaking about the simulation theory and saying that, you know, the problem with it removes God from the equation, and that's what I said on Roger's channel the weekend before Bro Sanchez took it. So, you know, it's like, you know, I can't go anywhere. It's like every stream I go on, you know, I mean, everything's being taken and been repackaged, and, you know, it's kind of an issue. It's like using my work to give themselves credibility to then lead you on into these stupid psyops, which don't make sense. And also, I did tell Crow, not Crow. What's the name now?
Rose?
I told Rose 777 to check out my work. We need more people to see me work, because she'll stealing it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, at least check out my work, so even you can see it before other people steal it and stuff. So then, like, you know, instead I feel like I've been backstabbed and betrayed. You know what I mean? Quite clearly, they're working with the rest of the shills. Because we don't call each other out. You know what I mean? There's no whistleblowers. It's just people working together with an agenda, and also how they align and the personality that they share with that Baphomet personality. So, yeah, I still got more videos to make. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Cheers. G Creation, the Flat Earth, TFE, and Artemis PSYOP. So, as part of the middle series, and considering the dark age of spirituality that we've been going through, then gossip, lies, and conspiracy is one of the aspects of life that we're experiencing. So, in terms of such, the ninja used to use this to their advantage. So to create gossip, which could create chaos, or it could create control, or it could create paranoia. There are lots of different ways that this could have been used. And so even today, you know, it's still used in terms of like how the government works, how the media works. So, like feudal Japan. And so we're used to go off and stuff. With Ninja anyway. I mean, we still had government, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So we get to today, and we've got Jainism. And we see the X. And now that is showing who is aligned to, and considering the previous series, then that suggests that is aligned towards Baphomet. So, in that aspect of it, when we spoke about like the Trinity of personalities, that split personality, and how the Baphomet and Jesus Revealed episodes showed like Baphomet and Jesus as that same person, then we see how that Trinity works in that way. It's like the personality. I mentioned like the Trinity in terms of like if you were to experience that hell, and you'd likely go through the different aspects of that Trinity, you know, the different personalities, and so like you know, like from Baphomet's perspective, or from the Jesus perspective, or from the absence of God perspective, you know what I mean? It's like those three options. I mean, it's like, you know, like the Bible, it kind of like give you like the two options, so you
Need a
got
drink,
red or
like that.
blue. So it's like, you know, are you a believer or a non-believer? But then there were a third option, you know, but it's not like really put in the same box. It's like, you know, you could become a Satanist. Or a devil worshipper is much more appropriate word, because again, like Satan is like play on words. You know what I mean? It means adversary, and how it describes the enemy. You know, the enemy tries to stop him from destroying the world. So, you know, it's a bad guy in that kind of way. But about this split personality, these three alignments in that kind of sense, any of these presenters, these fake truthers, they can go for any of those alignments. At the end of the day, it's to lead you towards Baphomet. It's to get you to sell your soul, because this is the spiritual war. And this is what they're getting paid for. And this is like how they're part of that New World Order religion. The same people that did the acting for the moon landings, that's who they're aligned with. So Jeren, just like everybody else who's a fake truther, is an actonaut. This is like basically the actors back in moon landing days, like in 60s and such, these would have been them people. So, back in 2018, Jaren were debating with Red's rhetoric, and you're seeing here how he's depicted the Earth. It's all in flames. And it's kind of like, actually, it's probably Red's rhetoric's post, but it's almost like showing that like end times kind of picture. And another thing to consider is that the people on the other side, the anti-earthers, they're also like part of that agenda. Like when we get to like TFE, they expose themselves because they all work together to fake something. So it doesn't matter what side you choose, whether you're a glober or a flat earther. If you're a fake truther, you're all working together anyway. So we got that iconic blue. And so like the New World Order, and United Nations and such, Disney, etc. This is one of the things from Artemis. They were showing you this sun behind the Earth, and then it creates like the black hole sun kind of image. And so again, showing the alignment towards the undead. That's another one. Supposedly. So, you know, this one, how it looks significantly different. So one thing is very likely fake. It might be off Facebook or something like that. But there's loads that you can look them up on Google, and you find like the official pictures and such like. This is one of them. but still likely to be fake. Because I mean, you know, we didn't go up there, did we? You know what I mean, and stuff like. Um, and again, like with this, in terms of like the flat Earth psyop and all that kind of stuff, and me taking this stance against all of these fake truthers, I'm still a flat earther. Like my creation series, it shows it to be flat. If nature's expressing that, then you know what I mean. It's showing you it in a way which is different from the usual way that we've been showing flat Earth and such. But when you've got all these fake truthers misleading people, and it being like a psyop to get you to sell your soul to be undead, then it needs calling out, you know? And it's like, you know, it's the truth movement. It's supposed to be full of whistleblowers. And it's got loads of people which aren't whistleblowing. And it's especially these fake truthers. And again, the X. So Artemis showing its allegiance. So one of the things, like all these videos, when you watch these,
Not astronauts. They are
hang on. Hey, I'm ready.
Just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe. Uh-oh.
And then she
Oh, you
pretends
forgot your
to get
lines,
a
love.
line.
Looks like you forgot your lines.
And he's just like quite a well-known actress. Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. I've shown this video. You know, I've mentioned that she's an actress when it first come out. Like,
but but she's been in TV and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So
she was in Mad Max Fury Road as one of the mothers or something.
you know, she's definitely an actress. So right now, I don't think she's made this mistake. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's completely intentional. So
Could be.
even when we get to see her doing a walk-in,
no, you know.
oops.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be a week after she did that presentation, and she could walk fine, but now she's like doing this, and it's like it's it's like they're throwing a bone to the public. They're giving you those two choices, and it's like it's a massive agenda that they're trying to pull off. It's like, well, to make it look like the government's pushing globe, the government's really pushing for flat Earth. And it's like, you know, obviously, like the previous series, to lead you into selling your soul. It becomes really obvious. Like when you start to look at it from this perspective, it's like they're not making a couple of mistakes. They're making a lot of mistakes, and they're really, really obvious, blatant mistakes. They're not mistakes that the professionals would make.
See, I said this. Is this intentional? It looks intentional, right? She's acting like a divvy on purpose and stumbling around. I said this when it first came up. So, Lev, are you stealing my work right now? You mentioned the same thing I did. Are you stealing my work?
They're not making a
We can all do that, Liv. We can all do that. It's just ridiculous that you kind of pointed me out for making a few jokes and playing a Dave Weiss video. Wow, whippy dip! As I say, I play everybody's bloody video.
couple of mistakes.
Doesn't mean that I'm stealing your work, Liv. Especially me. I would never do that to you. I'd never steal your work. Always give you props. In fact, when I mentioned about the trees, the giant trees that are wood, every time I've mentioned them about them being maybe carved into the wood, I'm but say, yeah, shout out to Lev. That was Lev's idea. But because I agree with you that maybe these things were actually just wood, it doesn't mean I'm stealing your work, Lev. I agree with you. Because I said the other, oh yeah, obviously they were wood at one time. That doesn't mean that I'm stealing your fucking work, Liv. It's nonsense.
They're
Sorry.
making a lot of mistakes, and they're really, really obvious, blatant mistakes. They're not mistakes that professionals would make. So, to further...
It's just ideas. Someone comes out with an idea, I vibe with, I like it. I incorporate it in. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean that I'm thieving and stealing work. I've never done that with anybody's work. I go off reality. That's it.
On with such things. Like Mark Sargent.
DJ Bi-Curious. I mean, come on, man.
Flat Earth will reset the world. Now, in all honesty, resetting the world doesn't seem like the best thing. Like survival rates and stuff. When we looked at like previous resets and stuff, like it's usually like complete disaster. So it's not particularly a good thing. And when you consider that Baphomet wants to destroy this world, and who they're really aligned with, these people, these fake truthers, the ones that push everybody out and make sure that they're in the limelight, the ones that don't get shadow banned, all right, they're all boasting how...
Yeah, like my channel is shadow banned, Liv. I don't know if you realise that. I'm shadow banned in most chats that I go to, Liv. People can't even see me in the chat. So you thinking that I'm aligned with these people is absolutely crazy, dude.
well that TFE brought new flat earthers to the movement, and how well Artemis has brought new flat earthers to the movement. I mean, this is something we should be celebrating, yeah, but it's under the narrative and control of the people behind the government, the Illuminati, the devil worshippers, the Baphomet worshippers. And another thing that you can notice, yeah, they're all grouped together.
Old Vlad had to be in there, didn't he? see, Vlad's literally looking up at Dave Weiss. Vlad's literally looking at Dave Weiss thinking, mate, I want some of that 150k a month. I've got to have some of that, Dave. Slice that pie up, Dave. My new app's going to be my new Tartarian app. Hopefully I can get a nice little slice of that 150k a month.
Well, you can notice.
It's crazy, isn't it? Look, Vlad's literally looking up at Dave Weiss. It's like the Brady Bunch. It's like the Brady Bunch. Looking down and looking up. And
especially if you've realised that these are fake truthers, especially with TFE and all that kind of thing. Alright? So if these are fake people running a psyop, alright, you'd notice how they get excited about things. Their involvement with things. How Flat Earth David Weiss did all that gatekeeping for TFE, saying that you can trust Jaren and all these kind of things, and there were an abundance of things that it did, which were major red flags in terms of his behaviour throughout it all. All right, but also the excitement of it all, like even with Artemis and stuff. And then it's well, I'll play this bit. It's not really red flag kind of material as such, but you can see the excitement of because we're doing what we're meant to be doing in terms of the job, not as truthers, but deceiving everybody,
Drop the parachutes. You
guys think, because it was so sketchy, it was like all so sus, you know, the whole thing where they just sit there forever, you know, it was all very weird. Like, do you guys think that they didn't even, there weren't even people in there?
Talking about the landing?
Yeah, I thought that they were just jumping out of a plane. But
I don't think there's people in there. I think most of that we saw is AI. The guy falling in the water and disappearing, going into that capsule, and now people are walking around in there in that little tiny thing. It's
Yeah,
all,
it makes sense. The less people involved, the more AI, the less people that would have to be
And
in
if you
on it.
and if you look at the water, it was rough. It was windy when they're coming down. There was waves. Then it was calm. You know, it was filmed over multiple days and multiple AIs creating it, but it wasn't live.
and it's all the way out in the middle of the ocean. You just got some
and no one sees it. Yeah, nobody can see it. Why would they do it live? No one can see it.
They used to, Austin, they used to drop it out of a cargo plane because they had no choice. That was just what you did. It's like, okay, we'll take this thing up to
Did
30
you guys know
That was
that
something
they
crazy.
had two? Did you know they had a C-130 Hercules flying exactly at that time? Did you also?
It's just that we get very excited and very involved. And when you consider that the shills, that they're fake troopers, then this is what like, we were looking at the personality in the last series, and we're seeing the personality of the fake troopers in this episode. So again, it's like this involvement that becomes, how involved the word in TFE and how involved the word in Artemis. I mean, it's doing the stuff which you'd expect the trooper to do, exposing it all. But when you see that it's part of the plan, like I say, it's part of the plan in the spiritual war to get you to sell your soul. And then once you've done that, you're drafted into the spiritual military that Baphomet owns, which is quite serious. You know what I mean? You don't want to. It's a complete contradiction to what you actually intended to be as a trooper. You don't want to be fighting against spirit. That's the wrong way. And that's everybody knows that. But this is what these are leading you towards. Like when you've sold your soul, when you've completed that contract, when you've passed on, you know what I mean? It's like you can get out of it before then, unless you've sold your soul. But if you've given your heart to Baphomet, once you die, that's like the contract complete then. All right, so that's when he'll give you a new heart, so you know that he is God. And then you'll have to fight for him. You won't have no choice. I think essentially, I want to raise that red flag so people can see what I'm seeing, because there's so much to cover. But it's easier, right? Because right now, right, I've kind of like set the narrative of what I'm saying, right? So then in future, when I see the red flags, I can just video it and make a short video showing what's plainly obvious, So will be more clips coming up to accompany this.
Hope there's no more fucking clips of me, Lev.
So also add.
I wonder what thing Lev's going to come up with next about me, man. It's pretty funny, really, isn't it? Got to look at it with comedy, man.
Famous
It is pretty funny.
Image.
It's, for me personally, it's hilarious.
Stunning long exposure photograph taken by Artemis 2 crew from the Orion spacecraft.
I actually think that I'm connected with these guys and they're paying me next level. Next level for me.
So, because they did it for Moon as well.
I didn't know, but first I didn't know if Lev was trolling me or not. I was like, hey, Lev can't be thinking this about me. I was shocked when it's actually
that's what that
does.
Like the Moon comes between the sun and the Earth. So it's a different picture. Go back. That's like a better quality one.
Look, I ain't bothered about what Lev says, man. Lev's got his opinion. Let Lev have his opinion. It's up to him. can see what he wants, man. Really can. You know, you're online, so you're out for that, right? If you're online doing something live or whatever, you're gonna get some pushback sometimes. You know, but with Lev, I don't understand because Lev's been coming in for ages. He knows what I'm like. He knows what sort of humour I've got. You know, and when I say yeah, I'm paying myself, it's pretty obvious I'm messing around.
Still, it looks really.
You know, it's looking too deeply into stuff, Lev. It's pulling up stuff out your imagination, mate. You're focusing on something, making a whole story out of it.
Really fake. You know, like I
I
said,
don't know.
it's
Yeah, but Lev,
intentional.
look, Lev can say what he wants. I still like Lev. That's pretty cool.
They're faking it and they're letting you know, but they're hiding the fact that they're letting you know, but they're using fake truthers to
And
let
you know, a lot of his stuff is really good. It's actually really, really good. A lot of his series is good. Yes, I didn't play every single one, Lev, because I forgot a couple of times, and when I went back, I didn't choose the one in order. I mean, is that what it? Is that a big thing, really, Lev? Is that really a massive thing you got to make videos about me about? I mean, come on,
you know.
To me, that's really petty. That's really, really petty, Lev. You've got to go to these lengths. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, mate.
You know, it exposes like the psyop aspect of it. You know, why TFE happened. It were a publicity stunt, a marketing campaign, and that's what Artemis is. And you know, all of it. When you consider that all these other people like Alex Jones, right, he were pushing the truth narrative, but in a very negative way. You know what I mean? Filled with anger and all these kind of things and such. And like pushing that negative energy upon people. And that's not good for people waking up. So it's like, you know, it affects that wake up journey. So many people in the past who've kind of like pushed the truth narrative, like Russell Brand, we mentioned him last series as well. You know, his Truths show, the Truth News, and a lot of that's inciting potentially violence. You know what I mean? You know, in terms of how he's pushing it, like the government are doing this and the government are doing that, and it's going to be certain energy. But it used to be years ago. I done this in a couple of episodes, but really not interested. I'm interested in the truth, but not Russell Brand as such. I don't really see him as a person to follow, but especially with the last episode. But but yeah, there's loads of these kind of red flags, and I do want to touch up on this. It's kind of difficult to like get it all into one video or series or such and stuff like. But yeah, also, I don't know, these are the people which have been stealing my work as well. So they exploit me, you know what I mean? They're willing to exploit anybody if they're willing to exploit me, you know? It's like the amount of years that I've done on live streams, the amount I've contributed to Truth Movement, and the way they've trapped me. Well, I'm absolutely disgusted, you know what I mean? I don't look at them as...
Don't bring me into it, Lev. Why are you bringing me into this? This is why... I've never stolen any of your work, ever. I've only given you praise, dude. Ever. Because I play a few videos that you don't like, right? And I didn't put your videos in order. You've got to make these videos about me. This is crazy,
amount I've contributed to Truth Movement. And
yes, you have contributed a lot, Liv. I've got to admit you have. You was in, you know, all those channels back in the day. I used to listen to you myself, Liv. But to bring me into this, man, is...
They've trapped me.
I'm not trying to trap you, Lev. I've never tried to do that. Yeah, I've given you the reasons why I'd stop doing the lives. It's a legit reason. Everybody knows why. The computer can't handle it. It's that simple. It's got nothing to do with you. Nothing personal. Nothing aimed towards you. Right? If Simon disrespected Jax doesn't need my help. She can sort that out herself. She's a grown-ass woman, right? with a husband, so I'm sure she can and her husband can sort that out herself, right? She doesn't need me protecting her because Simon said something bad. I don't care about any of that, Liv.
Well, I'm absolutely disgusted. You know what I mean? I don't look at them as there's very little positive thought when I look at these people, um, these fake truthers. Um, yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say, but yeah. Oh, I suppose actually, like, you know, in terms of like flat Earth, it is flat. You know, like I say, I like that nature
Yes,
service.
I agree, Liv. It is flat. Level and flat. Flat from a certain perspective, right? From a certain point of view, observing the whole plane, it would look flat. When you're on it as a tiny little human, no, it's not flat. There's hills and valleys. Right? When you're on it, tiny from a human's perspective, yes, there's hills and there's valleys. But if you could observe the whole plane, it would look flat 100%.
When it shows it flat there, but it's like how nature expresses it, and so well, the difference is we don't want to be led by the wrong people, the people that are willing to mislead us and push us out and all that kind of thing. So yeah, there will be more added to this. There's a couple more episodes coming up. So yeah, and then I'll get on to the second series of vampires. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Cheers.
Cheers, Liv. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I enjoy. I know. Look, that's how much it bothered me because I actually played Liv's vid at the end there. So no, it doesn't. I just had to address it. That's all. Just had to address it, simplify it, because people they seem to look into stuff way too deeply, and there's nothing actually there. Oh well. Check the chat. So you guys in the chat, what do you think? Have I been bad? Have I been bad? Delirious. What's... That's true, Jeff. It's true. I only say water's flat. The ground isn't flat in the terms of when you're a tiny little human on it from a human perspective. No. If you could, as I keep saying, you could observe the whole thing, it would look flat. Hey, Parody Mike, welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, that was kind of bizarre. That was kind of weird from Lev. Hope Lev never sees my email. Hello, Sentero. Hello, Matthew. Hello, John. Old school flat earther there, John Watson. Good to see John Watson in. He was there back in the day, weren't you, John? John was there back in the day. Hello, Dawn. Welcome in. Honor. Cheers. London Girl. Dan MC. Rap and tap battle. Shall I make a rap song? Shall I make a rap song about the whole situation? Everybody was kung fu fighting. Ding 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 ding. Kung fu fighting. Hello, Schlo. Welcome in. Laura, welcome in. I'm just going up, guys. Just welcoming everybody. Calm down. Welcome in. Yeah, and that's that. That's that. Hello, guys. So, do you think that was over the top from Lev, or do you think it was justified? Or I'll be interested to hear what you guys are going to say in the chat. I'm convinced Banner is a warlock. A wizard did it. A warlock did it, Graham. A warlock did it. No, we don't do wizards, we do warlocks. Let's have a poll. Let's have a poll. Engage with audience. Let's just do a poll. Oi, go easy on me, guys. It's an easy one. It's an easy one. I know what you bastards are gonna. I know what you're gonna do before we even do it. There it is. Right, we start the poll. Right, the simple yes or no. %. Oh, what the hell? Going down. It was up at 80. I need to rewind. I misled. Yeah, go rewind it, Jimmy. You're not missing much, mate, really. I'm just... Banner's got a woody. Wait, it's obvious it was wood at one time, Scotty. Come on. In all the years DB has done a show, he ain't earned enough to buy a set of remold. But I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid, John. I'm getting paid. So I'm getting paid so much that I can't even afford a new computer. You know. Plagiarism, Banner. Nah, look. As I said, Lev can say what he wants. That's Lev's opinion. Right, I've got nothing against Lev. I like Lev. And I like his work. I apologise, Lev, for not, putting your videos in order. I'm a bit chaotic sometimes, Lev. I'm not thinking about stuff online. I just go on there, put videos on. I'm not always thinking. That's why I forgot. Oh shit, Lev did a video. I better go and put it on. I'll put it on for next time. It's nothing personal towards you, Lev. Nothing is. Oh, Lev's in there. They repackage my work at these summits and conventions, and you promote them as real truthers. I don't promote anyone. Who the hell have I promoted? What? Because I said Dave Weiss reminds me of Fozzie Bear. Is that promoting Dave Weiss? Or is me saying Dave Weiss, you earning 150k a month is crazy? I mean, I don't promote anybody, Lev. In fact, I promoted you. I don't promote anyone. That's the thing. I've got my views and my opinions on people, and that's it. I'm not promoting nobody. I've heard Banner promote acid and ecstasy. That's it, London. That's it, London girl. That's where it's at. Back in the 90s, acid, ecstasy, mushrooms, big raves, big eyes like flying saucers, jaws that you can't control. That's... Oh, dear. Now, look, fair play to Lev. That's Lev's opinion. Lev can think what he wants. Right. Let's get back to the videos.
Supposedly the North Pole went from Canada and it's over in Russia now. Do you have a position on any of that?
I think it's all nonsense. I think our magnetic fields do shift around a little bit. There is no South Pole. No matter where you are on Earth, the compass will point to the North Pole right here. Right? In the south, it points north. In the north, it points north. Right? It points to the north. It doesn't point to the south. Compasses should not work on the equator. If the Earth was a globe, they should be fighting on which direction to go.
Compasses only work on a level plane. Airplanes fly level over a flat plane. Water lays flat, doesn't curve over a ball. You can't have high pressure air adjacent to a void of no air. Well, gravity holds it down. Well, we can prove that gravity doesn't hold air down. We can do a simple experiment. We get a box of a vacuum box and poke a hole in the bottom or the top, and whoosh, air will go right into it at any altitude, right? So where's gravity? Like, we can take a box of air, put it in a vacuum chamber, and then poke a hole in the top, and the air will fly right out and equalize instantly. Why doesn't gravity hold it in, right? The whole gravity, gravity has never been tested, never been proven.
What the fuck was that?
It's summer. It is, yeah. Yeah. It's summer, and therefore, I know it sounds crazy, bizarre even, but there may be a few days of sunshine in the summer. I know.
Yeah, we got a heat wave. Well, it is summer. The sun does get hot in the summer. I mean, you got these fear-mongering morons going around, oh, we've never seen temperatures like this, or, well, you don't remember summers in the bloody 80s, 90s.
This is how the Met Office reports on that, shows it in its graphic.
And you literally had weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of hot sun.
Across Europe.
Scorchio, 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 and Scorchio. Scorchio.
Scotchio. How
Oh, he
will
said it.
anybody
I
survive?
swear I've not seen this. He said the same thing. It's what you remind you of, like Harry Enfield. Is it Harry Enfield?
Such volcanic heat of late 20s, 30-degree heat in summer. We've had that many times in summer before, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a natural process of summertime. It gets hot.
And then there's headlines like this. London will be hotter than Ibiza. We're going to Ibiza. Yeah, what they fail to say in headlines like this, or even express in any shape or form, is the idea that places like Ibiza are sunny generally and get many days of sunshine compared to London, where it gets that random day of heat. Yeah, and then the rest of the freaking year is grey cake cloud drizzle. Yeah, but London's going to be hotter, and the headline: Britain braces itself. We're bracing ourselves.
No, we never used to brace ourselves. We used to tops off and get outside. That's what. Play some football, jump in the paddling pool. It was good back in the day.
The idea that we might be able to get up in
Maybe a couple of bifters and
the morning and not think that we have to put our heating on overnight or in the morning and throughout the day and whatever else. Could we get a barbecue in there? Well, we don't know because it could still rain. Yeah, because, you know, we're bracing ourselves in Britain, but, you know, the weather's so frantic and so messed up, yeah, that you couldn't plan anything, no matter what heat wave they say is coming or isn't coming, yeah? And that's how it is. But there you go, guys. I suppose the narrative has to be the narrative. Ta-ta.
Now, what's this? Oh, yeah, mate. Was this one I saved? Oh, did someone put this in there last time? Good Citizen. There was another one we played. Yeah.
Are you a Nazi? Are you a peace? You're just a citizen, and you're still on a leash.
Oh, it's this one.
Everything you choose, at the end of the game you lose. You're just a chess piece on a board for the Raiders. Keep up the pawn, keep.
Right, let's get on to that. Move this up the list, actually. Perfect. Right, so like we've got like was that 60-70%? Can we have a poll every week? Steady London girl. Up through and flat Earth. No, that never work. It worked for you though, Liv. That tune that you made with the opera one was pretty funny. I mean, Ches, not Liv, Ches. %, you bastards. The one with a naked bird on. I was thinking the same thing, John.
Over 500 years before the birth of the nation of Thailand, back then known as Siam, there existed a far more ancient culture that extended across nearly all of Southeast Asia. The Khmer Empire, encompassing nearly the entirety of modern Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia, was founded in 802 AD by Prince Jayavarman, who set the foundation
Angkor Wat is unbelievable
for the ancient capital city of Angkor. At the peak of the Khmer Empire, during the 12th century,
the famous picture, isn't it, with the tree growing over. A pretty insane place, this.
The greater Angkor area was home to nearly 1 million inhabitants, making it the largest and most inhabited city on Earth at the time. During that period, Khmer King Suryavarman initiated construction of Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, with a landmass of over 400 acres. Angkor Wat was built to be a symbolic representation of Mount Meru, the Hindu, Jain, and Buddhist cosmological concept of a 5-peaked mountain residing at the North Pole, revered as the center of all physical...
Oh, I watched some of that World Cup opening ceremony. It's just the first, I think, 20 minutes. Is kind of crazy, guys. You need to go and watch it. You need to go and watch it because there's so much symbolism in it. It's just insane. It was like overload of symbolism. Really, they showed... They were showing Mount Meru, but they replaced it with the World Cup. Where Mount Meru's meant to be, they placed it with the World Cup. They showed you a flat Earth, basically. They had to show you... They had to make it look a bit curved. But it's the flat Earth. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Go and watch it.
Physical and spiritual universes. By the 14th century, after a series of invasions by the neighboring Siamese kingdom of Ayutthaya, Angkor was taken over by King Utong, and later
Yo, Dirt
by
Wizard,
King
welcome
Ramaswamy,
in. Welcome
forcing
in.
the Khmer
Hope you're well,
Empire
man.
to move to what would eventually become its new capital city of Phnom Penh. While modern scholars refer to this ancient land and civilization as Angkor, or the Khmer Empire, it was actually known by its inhabitants as Kamboja, or Kampuchea, and as we know it today in English, Cambodia. Welcome to Cambodia.
Cambodia is beautiful. Lovely place. Clean. It's a pretty clean place, right? Look at that. Zero litter. No litter anywhere. Oh, there's a couple of bits. Yeah, very clean.
Cambodia has a feeling that is difficult to describe until you've experienced it for yourself. Similar to the Thailand of 20 years ago, there's a sense of raw freedom, brimming with opportunity, and on the cusp of prosperity. Tower cranes dot the city skyline, building beautiful high-rises and ambitious commercial projects. Since
don't
it's
like
a
high
developing
rise
nation,
skylines.
rather than one fully developed, there are
I
far
don't like
less
these skylines full of high rise buildings. I just don't like them. I
rules,
prefer it just to
regulations,
be.
and restrictions placed on the population, creating a palpable feeling of excitement, opportunity, and possibility. Cambodia also currently features the easiest, hassle-free, long-term visa options in Southeast Asia. As a tourist, you can stay for up to 2 months, and with a business visa, you can extend your stay for 3, 6, or 12 months, all renewable without having to leave the country for border runs. For entrepreneurs, digital nomads, retirees, or independent-minded travelers,
Yeah,
Cambodia
it's
is
messy.
like the Wild East,
It looks so
offering an
unnatural to me, Jax. I don't know if it's the same with you. People, especially Americans and even some English, they see a skyline of skyscrapers and they think it's beautiful. I find it repelling. I find the opposite thing happens with me.
increasingly rare combination of
I'd
affordability.
rather it just be natural. You can see, as far as you can see. Now that's beauty. Not this nonsense.
Culture, history, and natural beauty. Life moves at a slower pace than the West, with a sense that people haven't completely surrendered their lives to schedules, deadlines, and constant stress. Cambodians themselves are laid back, hospitable, and very welcoming, often thanking visitors for choosing to travel in their country. Unlike other overly crowded hotspots where Westerners are more tolerated than appreciated, Cambodians seem genuinely curious and happy to see tourists and expats integrating with their society. The streets are alive with activity, with one of the highlights being the weekly Jaktamuk walking street by the riverside, where on Saturday and Sunday evenings the entire 2-kilometer stretch closes to all vehicle traffic and turns into a huge open-air market. Street vendors set up their stalls all along the riverside, and thousands of people gather to enjoy festivities, from music and dancing to street magic to groups of Khmer teens battle rapping. On the way there, I saw groups of children riding these cool little motorized tricycles around the park. Before I started filming, they were whipping around the corners so fast and expertly that they were legit drifting all the way from one bend to the next. Once I stood
awesome,
there,
man.
they politely slowed down to be considerate, and I wasn't able to get
Imagine
video
having
of
those
what
as
I've
a
now
kid.
termed the Cambodian drift. As a vegan or vegetarian, the abundance of
They're literally
local
learning how to drift at the age of 5. They're learning how to drift at the age of 5. You can see why they're so good at drifting.
makes eating easy and affordable, with most higher-end restaurants having veggie options, and even a few fully vegan establishments popping up in Phnom Penh. Here you can see the food I ordered from Bong Bon Lai, a vegan restaurant in the heart of the city, that also includes a guest house, outdoor garden sanctuary, and a library containing over 2,000 books you can freely borrow. Here's a meal from a more fancy, high-end vegan restaurant called Element, including Chinese dumplings, pomelo salad, and a vegan version of the Cambodian national dish called fish amok. Outside the capital city, or at local restaurants, veggie options do tend to be limited, but if you can speak enough Khmer to communicate to the cooks, they are usually happy to replace meat dishes with mushroom, tofu, or vegetable alternatives. Cambodia also has a unique and unusual demographic due to their tragic recent history with the rise of dictator Pol Pot and the communist Khmer Rouge during the 1970s.
The Khmer Rouge.
In a brutal civil war,
Khmer Rouge.
over 2 million people, nearly a quarter of the country's population, was genocided through mass executions and starvation. The radical regime aimed to completely reset their society, abolishing private property, money, religion, and the family unit, all to be replaced with a dystopian agrarian society based on collective agriculture. In 1975, the Khmer Rouge captured the city of Phnom Penh, overthrew the government, reset their...
That's pretty funny. These soldiers are literally wearing fucking sandals. Not even in like military boots, just wearing their sandals, their weekend sandals that they wear out down to the beach. Look, every single one of them have got sand.
of Phnom Penh, overthrew the government, reset their calendars to year zero, and forcibly emptied cities, marching the urban population into rural labor camps. Intellectuals, civil servants, Buddhist monks, and ethnic minorities were systematically purged in torture centers and mass killing fields. Today, several of these places have been turned into macabre museums, educating the locals and foreigners about these crimes against humanity suffered in Cambodia's recent past. This has resulted in Cambodia currently having one of the youngest average-aged populations in Southeast Asia, with the median age being only 27 years old. Many young Khmer people know the horrors of that period through stories told by parents or grandparents, with nearly every family carrying memories of loss and hardship from the Khmer Rouge era and the difficult years following. But instead of allowing that history to define them, most Cambodians seem determined to use it as motivation to create a brighter future. There's a widespread desire for stability, prosperity, education, and opportunity for the next generation, creating a palpable and refreshing feeling of hope and optimism. The Cambodia of today feels like a place that believes its best days are still ahead, with new businesses opening every day, infrastructure improving rapidly, and opportunities that were unimaginable a generation ago becoming increasingly common. I have thoroughly enjoyed my short time here so far, and am looking forward to learning and experiencing everything about this fascinating culture. Stay tuned, as I have several new videos in the works for the coming weeks. Thank you so much to everyone who recently donated and signed up for my Patreon. Your help has made this possible, and I appreciate everyone who reached out with warm wishes and positive messages. The optimism in Cambodia feels contagious, and I'm looking forward to forging a future here while continuing my activism, as always.
Even in the mainstream narrative, there's no doubt that that megaflora and megafauna existed. The real question is, how big do they get, right? Because if you go to the mainstream geological narrative, they're going to tell you that dragonflies were 60 centimeters wide, and trees were far bigger, and creatures were far bigger. You know, we have the whole dinosaur narrative, which I'm not a big fan of, but I think probably gigantic creatures existed in the form of dinosaurs, and I mean not dinosaurs, but dragons, and who knows what else. But so megaflora and megafauna are real phenomenon even in the mainstream narrative. But how big did these things get? That's the real question. Petrification is also, widely accepted. Everyone knows that trees can petrify. The question is, how big did they get? And I've covered that topic extensively in a couple of different streams now. The great trees were real is a good example of a stream where I went deep into that. So yeah, spelunking titanic trees. This is an interesting phenomenon. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there are trees around the world, living trees, not dead, hollowed out trees, that tap into underground water sources, and those water sources can actually come up through the tree and be like waterfalls and just pour out of the tree. And you can see here in this photograph, I'm going to show some video clips in a moment. But if the great trees are real, and you can imagine something like this happening, you have to imagine how big would the channel in this tree stump have to be for this much water to be coming out of the tree. For something like this to happen, clearly there have to be some larger channels. So it's not just micro movements of water that are being pulled upward through the action of how sap and transport of nutrients in trees works. This is something that is of a much larger quantity, and yeah. So I mean, there are people that are just going up to trees that are just leaking water, like eternally leaking water, and other videos where they go up. I think it's actually in this one. This guy's just hacking at the tree, and out comes the water. Poor tree. But yeah, so imagining that on a big scale, when I started to see some of the stuff from the action adventure twins, which I'll show in a moment, it just kind of was a light bulb going off for me, because I'm like, this looks like the channels that water would be flowing through in the trees. But you can see sometimes it's huge quantities of
Wow. Holy
of
smokes.
water that are coming out of these things. And also, if you think of the great floods and all of the gigantic trees, if they were actually cut down, how much water would that have released into the world? You know, could that have been one of the things responsible for the rising of the,
that's a good point.
waters around the world? I think it's an interesting.
Imagine this on a massive scale.
Yeah. So
imagine this on a massive scale. They felled the tree, and it's just, these things were massive, right? It'd be like releasing an ocean.
So when you see
on that kind of scale,
photographs, like this is one of them. This is a mind-blowing video. 600-foot deep pit inside of a cave. So they go in through these little holes. They get bigger and bigger, and then they rappel down like 500 feet, and then they hit a flat floor, and then it snakes through these channels, and then they find another one going down. So this gets back into what I was talking about before, this idea of the collateral arteries that exist in bodies, but I'm guessing they exist in trees as well, where you've got root structures that grow together, and so if there's a hollow passage going, down, then you're probably going to find some passages going other directions that are going to connect to other things. And I think that's exactly what these guys are doing. And also, the mainstream narrative for this is hundreds of millions of years of dead plant, biological life, plant and animal life, dying, collecting, and compressing under the ocean floors, or perhaps on land. And over time that starts to become metamorphic rock. It changes because of the heat and the pressure of all of that weight above, and that's why we get all of this layering. This is known as sedimentary layering. And ironically, this, if you think back to the tree examples that I gave in the beginning here, the fresh trees. Here we go. The reason this cleaves in this direction and it's a smooth break is because it grows not just vertically, but also horizontally at the same time. There's fibers going in both directions. So that, I think, is what we're seeing when we look in here. These guys are just so brave. I can't even imagine.
Feel like a little spider on a string,
Yeah.
A little web. Look at this place.
Wow.
I know. Oh yeah, you made it.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even know caves like this existed. I've done spelunking here in Spain. The second video of my Unveiling a Titan series, I go deep into the cave that it looks like the eye socket on this mountain, and you've got your stalactites and stalagmites, and that's what I'm used to as a cave. These guys are descending through these smooth passages that go down, and then you're going to see other examples of these collateral channels that are going off to the sides. And so this is new for me. And so when it comes to the geological narrative, I'm definitely suffering from Dunning-Kruger effect. But they get down there and they find these incredible
Oh, that's a waterfall right there.
crystals.
Oh, that's cool. That's not normally flowing.
So here's one of these channels going off to the side. Sometimes they're crawling through narrow passages on their stomach. I mean, if you got claustrophobia, these videos probably wouldn't sit well with you. But so they continue in this direction. Here's another one of these channels going down now. So they went off to the side, and now they're going to rappel down.
Oh, it goes deeper too. Wow. All right, off rope.
Off rope sounds terrifying. So much of this when I'm looking at it, just like in the video I made about the opals.
It totally just went down.
You know, they go into this what looks like, you know, the inside of a tree. It's got all the micro layering. The side walls even have the color of wood. And then they just start breaking into the wall, and out pours all of these chunks of opal. And the guy at one point even reaches down, he picks it up and goes, "Oh wow, that looks like petrified wood." And it's like, I think the whole thing is petrified wood. They're actually inside the root structure of a tree in that video that I showed in the previous live stream. And you can just get lost in these videos because every time they turn a corner, it's just something new and
that was something else.
Unexpected. And I think spelunking is one of the most dangerous sports in the world, if I recall. But they keep going down this channel, and then they get to the edge. See it here, and it's just darkness again. Another huge channel going down.
I can't see the bottom at all.
Really?
Echo!
Oh yeah, that's deep.
Oh my god.
So we go down this thing. Pelling down.
You can grab this hand line.
I thought it was brave to go into Montgo. This is next level nuts.
All right, everybody ready?
Ready. It just keeps going and going and going. So how does this form? You know, if you think of the mainstream geological narrative, and you buy the whole, you know, layering of the dead plant and animal life, why is this going to form with this massive channel here? So like air pocket, it doesn't make sense. You know, water flow. So many of these channels, all of the sides of the caves as they're going through them are completely rough. There's like no erosion. So to me, it looks like something that grew. And, you know, it would be really interesting to examine the terrain around these areas. So now they've gotten down to another plateau. And I don't know if this is the one, but there's one where they go through this narrow channel on their, I think this is it, on their stomach, squeezing through this thing that's getting tighter and tighter. It's crazy. So yeah, action adventure twins. And let's see. Oh, this is the one with the crystals that I was talking about.
Yeah, man.
Action adventure twins.
Oh, there's more crystals down here. Look at this. What? Dude, you gotta check these out. Oh my god.
The staircase to
They're
hell.
huge. Crystal boulders. Giant. Look at this one, man. That's like the craziest one. Man. Wow.
Hell, man, that's sketchy as anything. Look at them. Never am I in there. I'm not on that. Have a little earthquake or something. Crazy.
This is what I was
These
talking
guys are
about,
crazy.
where it's like nothing about this looks like it's been eroded by water.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? None of it looks like it's been eroded by water. None of it's like a smooth surface. And that's what they say, this is all eroded out by water. But wouldn't you have like it all be sort of smoothed off? It isn't, it's all jagged and...
This looks like it's been eroded by water.
Oh, guys, this is it. This is what we came for. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, can you see through the water? Is that a reflection? No, that's actually the rocks below the water,
Yes,
right?
a critical truther says the root system is huge, so this place would have had to have been absolutely massive. Yeah, so again, going back to that, photo I showed of Devil's Tower with the root structure, below, you've got all of these deep channels going straight down, and they're going off to the sides, and there's all these other smaller channels. I think they're in one of these little small channels right now, and then they connect to a bigger one that goes down again. And but we're talking, if you go through the work of Hangman and actually look at his footage, we're talking about trees that are 6, 8, 10 miles in diameter. And so these kinds of channels make perfect sense in something that big. And how much water could have been funneled up into those things? It boggles the mind even ponder.
This is it, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get wet. Oh yeah. That's it for sure. Yeah.
And then they just rappel down. I thought these guys must have had the strongest arms in the world, but they've got this. They've got these.
I'm about to get
pulley
wet.
systems where they kind of step back and forth like this, and it helps them get back up the rope. I'm sure their legs are exhausted by the end of it, but so. I mean, they've already gone down several hundred feet already, and then he's just descending inside of a waterfall. Down, down.
These guys are insane.
And there's the floor.
Oh
And
my
then channels
god,
going
this
off
is
to
so
the side.
sketchy.
So I mean,
I'm getting
to me,
soaked.
this is just more. These are. I think Archaics refers to them as data points. It's none of this stuff that I've shown today, in and of itself, is any kind of conclusive proof that these trees existed, or that rapid petrification happens, or anything. But all of the stuff taken, as a whole, starts to lead to what is known as a preponderance of evidence that's in favor of this harebrained theory, right? So you've got these old articles where they're talking about stuff like this, matter of fact. It's not like a theory. They're just describing all of this petrified stuff they're finding all over the place, and entire forests. I couldn't find the clip from Ben for that, but there was a forest, I think it was in Arizona, and these trees were like 60% copper and 40% silver. Did they start that way? I don't know. Were there silver trees back in the antediluvian era? I don't think so. I think what happened is that
I think they
there's
were
some
wood.
kind of a transmutation that's taking.
No, I think they were just wood, massive wood trees, like what Lev says. And I agree with Lev. There you go, Lev. Is that how you want me to word it from now on, Lev?
In place when the event, the X factor event, whatever you want to call it, the plasma apocalypse, the glittering sword of God, if you want to take the biblical approach, or I think the Vajra of the Hindus, all of we've got.
I think
all
the
these
petrification happened after they fell.
The Medusa
after they were
events
felled.
and
That's
Cthulhu.
just my opinion on it.
So it's not so far fetched when you take the mythology and you take the actual empirical evidence, and you start to look at all of this stuff as a conglomeration. it starts to be far more compelling. And then, of course, you have to remember that one man's evidence is another man's anecdote, and or woman's, as the case may be. So, yeah, I mean, it's these are fun to watch on a big screen. They're filmed in HD and well worth checking out. This was I'm just going to
Study
a little clip from
what was
here.
that?
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. There's no signs of erosion, just snaking around, curving. How does this happen, right? How does this happen in our mainstream three-part petrogenesis model? We're talking about metamorphic rock and sedimentary rock and igneous. Igneous is coming from the volcanoes. We can see that happening, and then we can see it cool and harden, and it takes on all these different forms, except for basalt. I've yet to see any proof of that. Yeah, it's the narrative, but show me an example of it happening.
Man, that must be so mineral rich. That water must be so mineral rich. That'd be awesome to grow wheat plants.
Gets so
you had that water,
that it melts and becomes metamorphic rock, and then eventually melts
it's
all the
deep
way.
water, so pure, isn't it? Full of,
and then it gets pushed up through magma flow, and that's our official petrogenesis story. To me, I see this stuff and the complexity of it, and all of these curving channels, and none of that makes sense to me. But maybe that's just because I'm just wanting to believe this fantastic narrative. And everywhere they go, it's just got all this layering everywhere, and it's always horizontal layering. Never see diagonal stuff. And just all these channels going everywhere. It's almost like a root structure of a tree or something.
Wow, look at that. That looked crazy.
Would have had to have been a very big tree.
He pans
just
up.
All these channels going everywhere.
Almost like a circle, a ring circle. Look at that. That in there looks like the inside of a trunk. It really does. Look at that. Imagine the circumference of that. That's crazy.
Structure of a tree or something. Would have had to have been a very big tree.
Good stuff. Let's check out some Gaz.
Oi, oi, Wild Army. Wild Man Gaz here with another Boots on the Ground. It's another weekend, another explore. Check this place out, Generals. Now, this is actually called Roast Rock. I'm in the south of England. This one's for Deborah Simpson. She put it on the Facebook group. I thought, that needs a Boots on the Ground. So, yeah, big shout out to you all. Now, apparently, this is made of tourmaline and granite. So, what happened is, in the 1400s, apparently, a local magistrate used to hide from demons in here.
What?
So, make of that what you will. But it looks pretty melted
Hiding
to
from
me, I'll be honest
demons?
with you, but who knows? Hey. But who fancies the Boots on the Ground round here? I don't know how long this vid's going to be, but we can get in it, round it, and do a proper CSI on it. I want to say big love to you all. Thank you for all your support. Like I say, I'm at Roast Rock in the south of England. Bit of searching on it, you'll find the same as me. There isn't too much history on it, in all fairness. So let's do our own history. Let's go and check this place out, Jamrels, because it looks pretty awesome to me. Now I've got to do a bit of climbing. I've got to get right up into the ladders, so bear with the wind. It's probably going to get pretty windy. Turn your volume down. Bear with it. This one's for you, Jamrels. God bless you all. Thank you for all your support. This is what I do.
Who were those
I'm
demons?
an old world explorer looking for hidden history.
Yeah.
Buried secrets. Evidence of the old world. Evidence of the mouth. Evidence of a cataclysm in the past. I'll just zoom in on a few of these. Like I say, it's quite windy today, General, so please bear with. I'll get what I can in. I'm going to have to do a lot of this one-handed, so please bear with. You can get some stunning views and all.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Oh, this looks like some
what a
sort
crazy
of gateway
place.
here.
Excuse me.
Got like a post there and a post there, like there was some sort of gateway coming in. And then it goes past here. I thought this was a stone circle at first, which it could have been in the past, but looks annihilated. Look at that, look at the folds in it and So a big shout out to all the Meltads, Shawnee B, Fervent Teat, David Banner and all the crew.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's do this, Generals. Come on. And like I say, there isn't too much history on here. There's a lot of folklore. I mean, you've got legends of King Arthur and everything round here, but I'm getting what I can in for you. Just never know what you're going to find, do you? But this is an old relic there. Like I say, 1409 apparently. But it doesn't look like it's been... Doesn't look like anybody's tried to turn it into something or redo it or redesign it, which is nice to see. It has been left in its final state from whatever happened. Looks like they never got a chance to finish it off. Apparently it was a chapel or something, I don't know. But look how it just blends into that rock. Crazy, isn't it?
It's like they built around the rock. Was obviously the formation was here. They sort of built around and on it and used it.
Mr. Whippy's just dropped it
Foundation.
down. Don't look real, some of it. I mean, even though I'm here in reality, just some of it just doesn't look real. And it is granite and tourmaline, because I've had a good look at it, but if you look at the... I mean, what was that? Was that some sort of... It just looks strange, like it was some sort of carving, maybe? Some sort of statue.
It's old, it's got all that
yeah,
lichen on
shout out
it.
to all the guys over the pond, Sheepoo and David Wayne, Shawnee B, Ross, Water the Tree, and Kairos, Mark Gollett, all the crew. Doing some awesome work, Generals. I'm trying my best over here for you. Let's go and check some of these stunning views out. Now I might get a bit out of breath because I've got some climbing to do. I'll just take as much as I can in for you. We'll go up it, round it, inside it. The crows aren't happy with me, they've been attacking me, but really need to check this relic out. Look at that. Awesome. And I've got the place.
This guy's going to go up there.
Absolutely brilliant.
You're going to get up there.
No,
Wouldn't surprise me if
so
guys
sorry
got up
about
there.
the shaking and, you know. I'm going to try and get a gimbal for my phone, but this is on me...
Again, it's on a mound, right? It's on a. Looks like it's on a huge mound.
Oh, just
like that in the background.
Look at the views, Generals. Look at there.
Oh. Have the
mountain
familiar signs there of an ancient trot down tree.
So glad I could bring you on this explore today. Right, get some boots on the ground. I'm hoping to visit a few more places. There's loads of history around here, loads of castles, loads of...
Get up there.
There's loads of stuff on the seafront as well, which is very suspicious, like strange rock formations and mines in the rocks in the middle of the sea, which is weird. I don't know. Right, what are we saying, Generals? Come on. Let's do it. Good job I don't mind heights. Just got to be careful of my footing, so bear with.
Here we go.
Right, okay. We're up. We're up and we're in. This is as raw as you're going to get, Generals. No AI, no messing about here. Just pure, 100% wild army reality. Well, whatever reality we're in. Strange, isn't it?
Very weird. They've literally built onto
some time and effort to do that.
The rock, used it as like a foundation.
Now they say this was built into the rock, but was it the rock?
Or the top of an ancient tree. Built on top of. They like to do that, man. They cover them up with soil, built on top of them.
Look at them steps. They did well chisel all this out of granite, I'll be honest with you. It's pretty solid rock.
What a crazy place.
Round here. Oh, I'll probably find an house brick in here somewhere, usually do.
Looks like there's some red brick in there. That one there looks red.
And this in here, this looks like new cement, I think. They were good at knocking cement up. It's like a render on it. A strange render over everything. It's like a granite render. Actually inside of it now. Here comes the wind. I do want it. The folds in the rock and the crazy structure of it. Really hope it don't get too windy. So yeah, Deborah Simpson, Deborah the Britchet, that is for you, sister. Thought I'd treat you. I like treating all of you now and then if I can. If I can get to these places, I will. Come and check it out. It looks like different layers. It looks like you've got like a shelf going round there. And then you've got another layer on top. A beautiful window. You're pretty high up here, Generals. I'll just try and take what I can in for you. The light is not my friend today. I'm just hoping that's coming out on camera alright. It does get a bit dark in here, even though there's no roof. I want to take a look at the surrounding area as well. Don't think I can actually get up to that window. I mean, you've got a cutout here which would have been for maybe lighting or something. I don't know if I can actually get up here. Bear with me. Have a look at the sky. Ooh. Right, okay. Sorry, Generals. Just try and get what I can in. We're up by the window here. There's your view down. Pretty high up. Beautiful views. This looks like it would have had some sort of bars in it or something. Keep the demons out, you know. I think we all need to try and keep the demons out. Because they're rife at the minute.
Up again.
They're running the country. Running the world, a lot of them. These sickos. Oh yeah, this is a strange, like a bit hacked away at. So yeah, granite and tourmaline. You can actually see bits of black in it. So maybe it was some sort of protection. You know, I don't feel threatened up here. I might do if I fall off. Right, this is where it's getting up.
There's actually old steps. See the steps that are carved here, on above it.
Stamp on it. R.H.
Like that.
Something best. Crazy realm, innit? Saying Generals, we need to get up further, don't we? You got right up to the top. I don't know why that's cut out of there. Strange. So yeah, a bit different from sandstone this, but same sort of perhaps technology used. I can see actually red pigment in it. Top, I don't know why that's.
Hangman explains this perfectly well. How the tree breaks up, splits to massive blocks.
Cut out of there. Strange. So yeah, a bit
in fact, it does look like it might have been carved as well. Might have been a channel already there and they've carved it out a bit more.
Perhaps technology used. I can't see actually red pigment in it. It's just strange how it's all been been rendered with. I don't know. Strange patination in it as well. That looks like it's been melted, you know. Like melt marks. Crows know it. So it's all been blended and moulded together. I hope you're enjoying these explores, Generals. I am. Like I say, I haven't done a couple for a bit because I've had a lot of stuff to deal with, but you know, life stuff catches up with you sometimes, and you just have to take it on the chin and carry on. We're all soldiers after all. We're all in the army. We're all in the Wild Army. If you're not in the Wild Army, please hit the subscribe, guys, because I'll take you on loads of these adventures. looking for hidden history, looking for old world. Man, we're going up really high now. Look at these steps. Absolutely bonkers. They do look geopolymer, malt. This one looks like malt, Generals, I'll be honest with you. Seen better days. It's shoved in everywhere. That brick actually, I mean, look at the size of the block. You know, they've done well got that up here. Why would they climb all the way up this rock just to build this on a rock? You know? Just so the demons couldn't get him. Perhaps he was tripping his bag off. I bet he'd been on them red and white mushrooms and he's like, ah, demons are after me, I need to build a castle. JP's been here.
Taking a bunch of fly Garricks and thought demons were chasing him, so he ran up to this hill to hide.
Jam rolls. Right, bear with now, I'm just going to wait for that wind drop a little bit. And then we'll try and get round
the tower, that tower over there.
Get back down as well. Right.
Interesting place.
Jam rolls. So sorry.
Oh, we're right at the top. Cool.
Higher again. So this is the legendary rock. Really got to be careful not slipping here, General. Oh, that's it. I get behind this rock here, and it'll keep me out the wind. How the heck have they got them in there? Look at that, that's solid iron there. Embedded into that granite. What went on here? I mean, look at the size of it. Solid iron. I don't know what that would have been. But something went there as well. So, maybe some sort of conductor went in there. Be free energy, do you know what I mean? You might try to conductor going up. Bring the energy in. Probably light this baby up back in the day. But nobody was about to know that, so I'm just going off my wild instincts. Because we did have a lot of technology back then that's all been forgotten. It's maybe how they built these places, you know. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Don't know what we've got down here. Man, this place looks annihilated, doesn't it? Let's take a look over here. Okay, Jamrals, here's the view for the day. So they've got an old church over there.
Oh, it's a church.
There we go, guys. Well, that's actually a quarry over there, but it's got very strict.
Quarry. There you go. Look at the shape. Look at the shape of the quarry. And what Hangman says, all the minerals come from the ancient trees. You can almost see the original shape of it. So they're mining all the silver and quartz and everything like that. Comes from these ancient well trees.
Wednesday on boxing. Let's try and get out of it a little bit down here. Because I really want to get round the base of this and go and have a good look round it. I just want to do the inside first. Wow, that's a big drop. Yeah, I just want to do the inside first. Something went in there, obviously. What? That looks suspicious, that does. Question this stuff, Jamrals. How shiny it is. You can see, is it tourmaline coming out of it, or what? I don't know. I'm not a geologist, I'm a maltologist, you know. Just out and about. Man, there's some old graffiti up there. And what does that say? Bloody wind. Somebody's actually marked that in. It says, I think,
1851.
1851, is it? SP 1851, 1891, I'm not quite sure, I can't make that out. you've actually got crystalline up here as well. So you've got your tourmaline, but you've also got crystalline in it. You see? You can see all the crystalline in it. So I'm not sure what that is. Not marble. I think tourmaline's black, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. That could be tourmaline. This place was probably shiny. Can you imagine this place back in the day? I bet it lit up I bet it was all lit up and shiny. Because it's strange how you've got this type of crystal effect. Nice little bit of graffiti. I think that's 1891 Generals. But that's embedded into the rock with the white crystal in it. So maybe the energy come down, lit all this up maybe. You know? Old world textile. Look at these views, Generals. Wild Army. Boots on the ground. Like I say, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, like, share. That's rough, Generals, hold on. So I've got to do a quick barge over there. That's a fair jump, that. I really need that wind drop, because if that blows me over, it's game over for the wild man. I don't like that, so come on. Okay, so man, that is rough. Generals. It's a bit brutal there. Whoa. Oh my god. Blew me off. Rough that. But the lichens, lichens, how old? Sometimes these will tell your age. There's your orange as well, you've got orange in it. Oranges, whites, blacks. Big lichens, lichens. Crazy. Nice mounted steps here. There we go, there's the wind. Wind's dropped. What was this place, you know? What was it originally? That's crazy, that. Some old tech went there. Pretty sure of it. Oh, Jurassic Park growing out of it, look at that. Colour for you, Generals. Oh god, more climbing. Oh god. It's all doing this one-handed, Generals, I'll be honest. It's alright going up one-handed. Coming down's a nightmare. There we go, boots on the ground. I wonder what the roof was like. Sun's out. Well, trying. I don't know which sun it is. Nothing new under the sun, eh, Generals? We're just going over old ground here. Like I say, I'm hoping to find some more for you. Imagine the size of the door that would have gone on here. I don't think there's actually any pictures of that. I think the further you go back, you know, there's no pictures. I think it's just the same from... I mean, maybe they're AI generated bloody pictures, a lot of them are now. It's taking over this bloody AI stuff is. It discredits a lot of the work we are doing. So bear with us, Generals, because we're raw. There's the black. So that'll be your tourmaline, I'm sure it is. You guys will know. Ah, dear. Man, top of a tree. Bonkers. Shall we get down and have a look around this place, Generals? We've pretty much done the inside now. Just got to be careful of my footing. Like I say, it's hard one-handed. Got to be careful. I think we're right now there. I think we're alright now. That looks like it was definitely some sort of sculpture, maybe. Just strange. Bonkers. Like I say, there's old... I've found an old mill as well down here, Generals, all buried beneath the earth. It's like massive. And they've actually buried it, and it says on the actual narrative boards, this was buried, this was buried. It's actually down an old river channel. But it looks like at some point it just all got buried and annihilated, and I'll try to do a couple of vids on that. Well, I will do a couple of vids on that. And what we saying, Jamrels? Do you believe what they say on the narrative? I don't believe anything they say anymore. Like I say, they're chucking this AI out, they're chucking all sorts of bullshit, bull out, try and throw us off. You've got all these world events going on at the minute, you've got your disclosure date coming out. Listen guys, it's all for throw you off. Stay focused, Generals. Stay focused. I've actually seen another strange formation. I mean, this is the rock what we saw down there. This looks like it's got a little set of ladders going up on steps, on mounted steps. Well, they don't show you this in the pictures. All they do is take pictures of that. All they do is take still shots of that. I've never seen anyone actually do a proper CSI on this place, I'll be honest with you. But we have now. Wild Army style. Nobody's doing it like us, Generals, are they? And the camera ain't blurred. It looked like it was getting a bit blurred though. I don't think it is. Yeah, come on. Let's take a look down here. Really don't want to miss anything, do we? This looks like an entranceway to something, do you know what I mean? Well, it's obviously the entranceway to this, but this would have been grand back in the day. I wonder if there was two big posts there, you know, and then as you come in, it's all this, and then you would have had some sort of statue there. Maybe this was something a lot grander than what it looks like today. It's just been completely battered, hasn't it? That's just been annihilated. Tower of Pisa there. So I hope you're enjoying this, Deborah. I got down here for you, sis. Really hard get to, really hard find. Like I say, I'm not from around this area. This is a bit of a big mission, really. It is a big mission. The wild man. Wish that wind would go away. I don't know if the wind's been too bad on this bid, guys. Just turn your volume down if you can. Try and get whatever shots I can. They've got a crow nesting in there, like. Bless him. Oh, like on. Strange, isn't it, that? That is strange. No stone unturned. The wind's dropped a little bit down here for me. Look at that, it don't look real. That does not look real, does it?
It's a nice little smoking spot, isn't it? A few of your mates could bowl up here, sit down and have a few gifters. Lovely little place to have a smoke.
That looks like super AI. It's so hard to focus.
So weathered.
I don't know why.
Smoothed off.
Just the sunlight, it's bouncing off it. That's what I mean. If this has got all tourmaline and crystals inside of it, or whatever's left from the old world, it probably lit up till it got destroyed. And this just does look destroyed. Whatever it was. The camera really does not like that light today, does it? Makes you wonder what these places really were. That's got quite a nice energy to it, in all fairness, General. Got quite a decent vibe. Take a look down here, see if I can get some shots from the back. What's that there? You get anything? Ah, bonkers. Lord Castle Grayskull. Hello. Actually got an apple tree here, Generals. Lord does provide, eh? Beautiful. Live here. Right, nice little apple tree. Obviously not ripe yet. It'll be October when they start coming round. I hope there's no adders in here. Fancy getting me ankle tube by one of them.
The old adders. UK adders.
Buggy. That's a bit
exist, yeah. You do have snakes though.
Granite effect down here, granite. Granite.
It's all buried.
So hard to work with, granite.
It's literally all buried.
I mean, they've got the
So
now,
this,
I think, but
this,
they didn't have
this
back
the
in the
top
day.
of it poking out. They've tried to bury it.
That makes heat damage there.
Looks like to me they've built the top of it. Because that's what they do, right? You look
That
at all
looks
the
heat-
old castle, they're all on top of these big mounds. I just think it's this. Trying to bury it up and coming on top of it.
Damage, Generals. You can see all the paleness. See the pale on it. 2 seconds.
This probably goes right down to the ground. Or the level below.
Ah, quartz.
Quartz, there you go.
That quartz coming out of it. Black on top.
What quartz is? Petrified sat.
And then as you come further down, you've got like quartz or gypsum or something coming out of it.
Comes with quartz, gold, silver veins, mica as well. They all come from these.
It's annihilated. It does look burnt, doesn't it? It's crispy. Oh, crispy. Crispy. Strange white covering. Would have all leached out with the heat event. All of it would have been pushed out. It's like, you know, look. That's that crystal formation again. It's a different colour here. You've got pinks and reds in it. Oh God, I've got to be careful, Generals, because some big holes here. But we're in it, we're under it, we're in the thick of it. This is the other side. You just know it's getting hammered down on me in a minute. I'm going to get soaked. You know what, I don't care. I really don't care. Nice little bare old world. This is old though. 1400s apparently.
Natural flowers.
Demon protection. Shame it hasn't got wind protection, to be honest with you. When I get round there. You see anything that stands out to you, Generals? There are some wild mountain strawberries growing. Awesome. Lovely wind for us. Come on, camera, take it in.
Take a second.
so I hope the wind doesn't come out too bad on here. It's an explorer's worst enemy, the wind. Don't mind rain, don't mind sun, don't mind a lot of things, don't mind wind. What's happened to that? That doesn't look right, that looks strange. Looks like it's melted, that does. Face. And just try and get everything in, Generals. The folds, the markings, the burn, the melt, the geopole. I don't think it's geopole though. If it's granite, Generals, I'll be honest with you. Well, let's see, I don't know what's leaching out. It's like oh. That stuff's leaching out of it, like it's exploded out of it, I don't know. Get up here, I'm trying to get out of this wind a bit. So much to take in. Just hope I haven't missed anything out. I don't think we have. I think we've pretty much nailed that. There probably would have been steps at one stage. Absolutely awesome. We've got some beautiful nature. It's June here in the UK, I think. Nobody knows. They've been messing us about with the Gregorian calendar. It's all messed up. This little guy in here, working his ass off. Go on, lad. Producing some money for us. Bless him. The creators, creatures, eh? We look after them. The creator looks after us. I'll tell you what, Generals, I've been looking into this simulation stuff. Do you know what? It does seem to be looking like we're living on a giant fried circuit board and they're gearing up to recreate it again. You know, nothing new under the sun. Makes you wonder what these
still going downhill.
What they say,
But below
data
him
centers
still
doing? Is it creating a new AI for us, a new reality? So they can destroy the old one again. Make us all forget, put us all in loony bins, you know, again. There it is, the money shot. So yeah, don't look real, does it? I can see it on my little screen on the car. It looks ever so strange. Looks like a rendered reality. Looks like a melted reality. I think that's what we're in, Generals. People are waking up.
Go. Peace there.
People are getting the memo. And that just looks folds. So it all just runs down and bubbles up and just try and take it all in for you, soldiers. Let you see what I'm seeing. Beautiful. Crazy realm. Absolutely crazy realm. Crows know it and all. Right. Take a look up here. Not really much to forage round here, Generals. And I should be going on to my next destination soon. I'm waiting for Mrs. Wildman picked me up. We've gone to some sort of owl sanctuary, I think. Like I say, we come down here for the weekend. Give me brain a rest. Well, not really give me brain a rest, but you know, a couple of days away. Just for
Cool place. Really cool place.
Just for re-straighten the brain. Because this is what you need to do. You know, things get too wild for you.
That one, look. See it in the side and the cool. Look at that. It sheared off.
You know, things get too wild for you. Just need to get out, explore, question everything. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, I think we pretty much nailed that, Jamrels. Look at this sunlight, it's crap. Get down here, out to the wind.
Get out to Gaz, Wild Army UK.
Some more of that
Go and
orange.
check Gaz out. Can
Orange
subscribe
stuff.
to him, and he does
So,
loads
yeah.
of this stuff. It's
weekend,
almost weekly as well. It's almost weekly. Gaz will go out to one of these places.
I'm the Wild Man Gaz. I do this for the Wild Army UK. I know the name's a bit dodgy, but I am what I am. I'm the Wild Man Gaz. I'm the Wild Army UK. I'm an old world explorer. I look for hidden history, buried secrets. I started out as an urban explorer. Realised everything I was exploring wasn't quite what it seemed.
Way it
So I
starts.
decided to make this channel to get boots on the ground for you guys. Go and question the narrative. Go and find some answers. And that's what we're all about. Look at that. So yeah, for the Wild Army UK, thank you for all your support. Deborah, Mr. Steve, VJ, Blackburn Drifter, Forgotten Foundation, all of you, you're all awesome. And I thank you so much for all your support. And we'll get some more adventures on the go. Got some good ones coming up for you soon, Jamrels, I'm sure of it. Aren't you? That was pretty good, that was. I enjoyed it. So,
That's
yeah,
awesome,
till
that
next week.
place.
Till the next vid. God bless you all, signing out.
The UK's full. I've said this before. The UK's full of these kind of places.
South of England. Have a good one, Jamrels. Boots on the ground. Oi, oi.
What we got?
Oi, oi.
See what Dale's saying. 20 minutes.
Imagine, again, every physical example I can demonstrate to you in actual reality of motion and acceleration and how it's achieved works on the principles of leverage, pressure variance, something presses on something else, or I decrease the pressure in a particular medium and the higher pressure within the medium pushes in to fill the void. Because nature abhors a vacuum. You cannot create a space of no thing within the natural world. It doesn't exist. And if you try to, you just keep getting the the pressure surrounding, trying to push in to fill that void. So what are we imagining now? There's these invisible type fishing lines that wind in and bring it towards, or as some people have postulated, a kind of zero pressure.
Fishing lines are magically attached.
Pressure point is being created when it comes to magnets. And whatever the ether is, like, I showed you with air, we can show the same in water. If I puncture a hole here, we get the pressure in here pushing towards that lower pressure system, that lower pressure area. So I would postulate the very same thing is happening with magnets. We can't just, I can't reason my way to imagining invisible nonsense, or as I've seen that they imagine there's, this somehow fires out little balls that bounce off of this one, and that somehow translates to this one coming towards that one. I mean, how fucking ridiculous is that? That's like me saying, well, if I keep hitting that, it's going to come towards me. I mean, don't be fucking ridiculous. Again, people laugh at these things, people overlook them. And why I make such a big deal about it is because gravity is invoked as a cause of acceleration and motion. They say things are pulled towards the earth, right? So your only option then is that you get invisible cords coming from the earth's centre that somehow reach out and latch onto objects, and then by some
invisible cords,
cord winding mechanism wind stuff in towards it.
Brilliant.
It's fucking preposterous. Totally preposterous. Now, when I do this, you can see this sort of influence, like it's been bumped by something. Like the flow that's coming out of this one, and I'm going to cut in with the
Hey, Big Pine, welcome in.
Here
Good to see you, man.
Opinion. So, I've inserted that. You've seen what I'm talking about.
Hey, Sherry Ives in the
same
house.
Principles apply
Good to
for
see
me
you.
here. You know, it's pretty similar. The rat and pinion and you know, physical
Say hello
manual
to Tommy,
terms is
Dawn,
like this.
everybody.
If I hold
Shout out
that
to
and
everyone in
spin
the
the
chat.
rod, right? You see what's happening, right? Same if I go in the opposite direction. So, when we talk about magnetism, I base my comprehension on what reality is and how it actually functions. I don't wander into imagination land and voodoo black magic stuff. Ooh, come towards me by power of mathematics. Ooh, fucking gibberish. Now I challenge anybody. Demonstrate for me the mechanism of a pulling force. How's that going to happen? Doesn't happen. Right? So, what else can I say about this? You know, flat earthers, right, have this issue of, you know, the directional vector that we have, which is straight down.
Some flat earthers.
Line, I've got one somewhere. Where is it? Let me see. Where did I put my plumb line? It's hanging here somewhere. It's there, it's in the packet. I've not opened that yet. We'll use this. Right, so we've got a plumb. Right, now the downward vector, these are considered as parallel lines regardless of where I go on the earth. Right, and again, we utilise this in construction where we have the plumb and we have the level, so that the level is always 90 degrees to the plumb and vice versa. Now every downward plumb is a parallel to the next, right, and level is level, always at 90 degrees to the plumb, right. So we have this downward vector, and I'm holding this and I let it go, and we get this phenomena that we call falling. The globe earthers like to extrapolate upon falling as an explanation to, you know, try and bamboozle you into believing that bodies of water can wrap and bend around objects. Now remember what I says to you, their theories and notions of gravity are based on planetoids. Nothing to do with, you know, what's going on within the reference frame or upon the reference frame. Right? So they've got a real issue about how water's going to wrap and bend around the object. Right? And I've even seen some of these morons utilising centrifugal effect. Now, again, centrifugal is an effect, it's not a force. Right? The force, like, if I sit like that, like this, right, and I push the water bottle like that, or I spin the water bottle, right, like this, right, you get this outward push of pressure, right, but the motion was created by a force, which is the applied pressure in whatever particular direction, right. So, you know, as I say, when that happens and we get these things happening, when I put that into motion and I was to keep pushing it into motion like that, right, a higher pressure starts to happen towards the back, right. Now the air bubble that's trapped in there is going to be pushed to the front, okay, because it's got less density. So the densest part, the most pressure is going to be towards the point of the force that's being applied, right? In this case here, or if I go here, now it's going to shift. Now the pressure is going to shift towards the back because it's relative to motion, right? Okay. Same again, if I go like this and I swing it backwards and forwards, right? What's going to happen eventually is that the water just pushes here and the air bubble comes. So it doesn't matter if I'm going rotationally or if I'm going in uniform straight lines. We get the very same effect happening, right? So I've seen globe earthers, that whistle guy, whatever his name is, the older gentleman, trying to utilise centrifugal effect as in comparison to how gravity would function. Now again, they've got a fucking serious issue, and I don't know what's wrong with their mind. They're talking about centrifugal. When we talk about centrifugal, when you do that and you rotate something, there's an outward flow, right? A pseudo force, an effect. Everybody's experienced this. You stand on the merry-go-round and you feel a push outwards.
It's also a sideward force, or whatever you want to call it. It's also sideward when you're doing centrifugal.
They're not utilising this.
Not just
to try
one
and
backwards.
Talk about how things are attracted. It's fucking ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. You can't use centrifugal as in the same breath as gravity. Boom. Because when you spin something, it goes away from it. So, where does that leave me? Right? When I'm trying to come up with an understanding or a possible explanation to how my reality actually functions. So going back to, again, and for me, motion is always the most important thing, right? So what you have to imagine is that we have a void, we have nothing, right? And we have an object, right? We'll call it the earth, right? And there's other things here, there's air, there's water, there's whatever else. Now this object in three-dimensional space with nothing else to reference, right, has no direction, has no downward vectors, has no vectors whatsoever, because it's just an object. The only thing that gives it a vector is by putting it into motion, right? Now it has a vector. Now if you were standing here, or there was people here, and this was put into motion, right? Now you've got a vector. Now you have the downward vector, which is the opposite and equal to the upward vector, right? And they even talk about this stuff in mainstream, right? Where they'll tell you that the earth pushes upwards equally to you pushing down upon it. But something has to be moving in the first place. This is where people are missing the whole fucking point. For me, you know, it makes sense that the reference, again, this is only me going through my reasoning and looking at reality, and I invite you to do the same. If you can find something else to show me and influence the way I'm thinking about it, then fair enough. So far I've found nothing, right? So we get the vector being created by putting the system into motion, right? Now what happens is that you've got what we would call weight. If you were a body here before this was in motion and I just sat you there, you wouldn't be going anywhere. You'd just be hovering, and so would this, right? Now this object has set volume, it has a set shape to it, it has a set density to it, and so does this, right? But this has no weight and it has no direction. What gives it weight and what gives it direction is dependent upon the reference frame coming into contact with it, now pushing against it, giving it the downward vector, and depending on how fast it's moving is going to dictate the weight of the object, right? That's what weight is, right? For me, there's no other way that I can reason. And again, I encourage you and I invite you to get involved in the same thing and play with reality. See if you can find something, right? There's no pulling forces, they don't exist. When we're talking about centrifugal, we're talking about effects, we're not talking about forces. Centrifugal is an effect of motion, right? Motion requires force. Something has to press upon something else in order to make it move, right? And again, you've got these dipshits that want to invoke magnets and say, well, there is attraction and pull because the two magnets came together, just like that. Well, that's just akin to saying that the motor and the vacuum hoover attracted stuff towards it. It's fucking ridiculous. So where do they get the reasoning for that? I'll tell you where they get it, out their buttocks. Right? Just imagine it. Because everybody's hell-bent on keeping this three-dimensional spaceball fantasy alive. And this is why they're getting stuck. This is why physics and mathematical physics, it gets stuck and goes into imaginative fairyland of invisible unicorns and fucking leprechaun farts. It doesn't mean anything because they won't let go of the fucking
unicorn farts.
Right. So again, same principles with a ball of earth. What's the problem here? Well, you get people here and you get people here, and you're spinning it, right, and it's moving like this. How? I mean, centrifugal is going to throw everything off, right? And again, if you use my principle of linear, uniform, straight line motion, well, there's a problem here because how are you going to get stuff here to stay on the ball if you're putting it into motion? It's not going to work. It would only work up here, and then here things would start sliding off. This is reality. This is how it works. I'm going to keep going over this stuff. And again, I invite people. I'm not interested. No, you just don't understand. I've gave you demonstrations. Don't dare coming back at me with notions of pull. Right? I've demonstrated it to you with the tug-of-war scenario. What else are you going to come up with? Huh? There's nothing. No such thing as pull. Doesn't exist. So the magnetism thing, as I say, I showed you the Eric Laithwaite stuff. What's going on? Something's pushing them together. What is it that's pushing them together? Because they certainly ain't being attracted with invisible fucking ping pong balls firing out and bouncing off, because when you do that, stuff goes further away. I would suggest that whatever's going on with a magnet, some sort of lower pressure regions being created, just like water, just like air, and whatever's surrounding rushes in and takes whatever it can with it to fill the void. That's my thinking on the subject. And don't let anybody tell you that they know for a fact what's going on with magnets, because they don't.
No one knows.
Visible world.
Yep.
Or we can put iron filings and we can see these shapes. All you're seeing is lines. Lines of what? What is it you're seeing? Huh? And what we see is a particular direction of flow. So again, that backs up exactly what I'm saying. You know, when you can influence. Yeah, pushed it away there. I'll leave it up to you. I don't know whether I'll just upload this or I may go live and show this, so I may be talking after this. If no, I'm going to leave it with you, right? So, you know, people talking about spinning, centrifugal, and this is the other one, you know, centripetal force. Centripetal is basically tension, right? So if I attached that and I swung it, right, and I was rotating it, right, there's a tension here, and now I'm having to tether, right? So you get a tension within that where it keeps it tethered, and there's a tension as that wants to go in a straight line away, right? They call this centripetal. It's nothing, it's tension, right? It's not even really an effect, it's tension, right? So again, you know, when I was talking about the reference frame thing and the uniform straight line motion, so you've seen the bucket thing as well. You know, if you've got a bucket and you put water in there and you swing the bucket, right? Right? You get everything pushing towards the base of the bucket. Pushing towards the base of the bucket. Right? Now I've got issues with that, you know, because it doesn't really seem to affect air so much. And again, with the postulation of the uniform straight line motion of the Earth system, whatever it may be, you know, when we get this motion, from there you can get density layering. I've showed this example before in the car. I showed it with the water, right? So that when we accelerate in that direction. If I had different materials in here, things of different density, right, what's going to happen is that the most dense is going to go towards the back, towards the point of the motion, or the cause of the motion, right? And then I'm going to get a separate...
Just turn the bottle up, right?
...separation and the different densities. So you can see this example, I've done it before. You can use a vehicle where you can hang plumb lines of different materials, and you can have a helium balloon attached to the floor. Now when the car's accelerated in a particular direction, the denser materials go towards the back, the helium balloon is now pushed forward because the air within the system is now compressing, creating a higher density, which is now forcing the helium balloon, which is a less dense, you know, gas, to go forward. Right? So that happens with uniform, linear, straight line motion. Why is everybody so fucking terrified to go there? Huh?
Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Right, let's get about that time, guys. Shut it now. And I've got quite a busy afternoon, so got to be getting on.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free.
What the human race is suffering from is mass...
Hey Dorian, what's up?
We are being...
The Lord of the Woodlands. Steady, Santero, steady.
Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers.
We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably...
A big shout out to everyone that come in today. I do appreciate it, guys. Good stuff, good stuff. Big Pine. Big Pine, Scotty Dog. Matthew Roberts, Santero. We got Dawn, Jeff. We got Chili. Chili's in the house. Hope you well, Chili. Did I say Scotty, Big Pine, Santero? I think I did. Shout out to Tommy, London Girl, Cheds. Chills. Did the Honor thing come in right? Honor. Big shout out to Lev. Big shout out to Lev. Big shout out to Dawn.
They want you to believe the lie that the enemy's Saudi. The enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around me. It's fluoride in the water, but nobody know that.
And anyone I forgot, if I've forgotten anyone, Logical come in, didn't he? Logical, I think, come in earlier.
People who believe in political throwback. That's not all that I'm here.
You're welcome, Dawn. You're welcome. Infinity Brian, big shout out to Infinity Brian, big shout out to Marlene.
And how they will get you, and how they clone Barack Hussein Obama in a test tube.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit. What happened to the home of the brave? These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us fight and be slaves. And everybody's just
I wish, Jeff. I wish. Yeah, I'm on to my first million because Dave Rice is paying me. Dave Rice is paying me lots and lots of money.
Whoever built the pyramids had knowledge of electrical.
I'm sorry, Lev. I'm gonna have to clown you on that for a little while, man. I'm getting paid by TFE. Is crazy work, bro. It's funny. It's so crazy. It's funny.
The motherfuckers that crashed in the tower, who you think that made it turn into ash in an hour. The same ones that invaded your own, the ones that never told you about the skeletons on the moon. Yeah, the ones that poison all the food you consume, the ones that never told you.
Banner is Jamie Brown. No, wait, Scotty, I think I'm a little bit quicker. I'm sure I talk a little bit quicker than Jamie Brown. He seems to take forever to get his sentences out. Do you remember? There's another one I had to put on fast forward 1.5 speed, so he sound normal.
Flu is a lie. Why would that even come as a surprise? Yeah, the beast has war, you made you die.
Hey, Chills, appreciate you coming in, man. And everyone, I really do appreciate you coming in.
How the world leaders sacrificing children in robes.
You're doing a Bro Sanchez with Lev's work banner. No, I'm not.
You listen.
I've had Lev on the panel. I've always played Lev stuff. I've never taken any credit for Lev stuff. I find it quite interesting, you know, his view on stuff. I've never ever said that anything of Lev's that I've said and said that's me. That's my. I've never done that with any of Lev's stuff, and Lev knows that. Lev knows. Yeah, I've played some Dave Weiss videos. So what? What's the big deal, man? I know you two got some beef there, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, what's it got to do with me? It's between you two.
We all know what's going down.
But you know, a shout out to Lev, man. Lev can think what he wants. Really does. I mean, I play a lot. I play Dell. I've just played Dell. Flat Earth Warriors. Eric the I play everybody's stuff, so I don't see what the big problem is.
But no one's saying shit what happened to the.
That doesn't mean that I'm shilling or taking sides or anything like that. It's the opposite, actually.
These motherfuckers, they controlling us now.
I mean, to say that I've been paid by these guys is, to me, that's next level insanity. It really is. I wish I was. Dave Weiss, give me a bit of that 150k a month, please. You know, just 10k a month to do, Dave.
It's just walking around, out in the clouds, I wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is.
I know, Chills, but I've always done that, right? If it's something that I like, you know, something that I'm vibing with, I'm gonna pause it and talk. That's just what I've always done. Yeah, good point, Big Pint. Oh, just yeah, Matthew, I know, man. I was messing. We offered to buy you a cheap laptop, and I said no. Exactly. If I was in this for money, I would have opened up PayPal and said, "Give me your money. I need a new computer." And you guys in the chat offered it to me. You actually offered it to me. You said no. Open up PayPal and do it. We'll give you some money. And I said no. If I was in this for money or any sort of gain, I'll be opening it all up. I'll be going, yeah, give me your money. I need this, I need that. I need this, I need that. I'm making an app. You never heard me say any of this stuff. Any of it. Banner only accepts shekels. 1 shekel, Graham. 1 shekel would do. Oh, dear. To me, it's quite humorous. It's quite funny. As I say, look, Lev can think what he wants. It's up to Lev. I'm not going to hold Lev to what he thinks. It's up to him. But Lev, I'm going to say you're way off the mark, man. You really are.
Telling us what to believe is real.
If you can persuade them.
I've only ever praised your stuff, Lev, and talked fondly of your stuff when it's been played. I don't see what the problem is.
That what they see with their eyes is what there is to see. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.
Oh, Sob's done it as well, has he? Sob's done it as well. Right. Have a look. I don't think some people are actually intentionally stealing. Some people obviously are. They're intentionally doing it, right? We can see it, Bro Sanchez and some other characters. I don't think everyone's intentionally doing it, Lev. You know, they're not going out their way thinking, this is Lev's work, I'm going to plagiarize, I'm going to take it and steal it and make it my own. Some are doing that, Lev, but not everyone's doing that. If I agree with you about something and I mention it, it doesn't mean that I'm stealing your work, Lev. I just agree with you. It's completely different, Liv. Completely different. And I can't believe you, and you know, you're talking to Andrew in the comments, and Andrew's just a knobhead that doesn't like the channel, doesn't like me, and you're agreeing with the dude, man. Which I thought was crazy. I just thought, man.
Kind of sick, depraved act known to humanity, and still, when I...
But hey, look, listen, I really ain't, I'm not fussed about it whatsoever. As I said, it's up to Lev. You can think what you want.
See a black man
But
walk by.
you're
who
wrong,
has more
Lev.
money
That's
than
all I'm
me.
going to say.
I want to vomit my gizzards right into the gutter. But why? Maybe there is no reason. Maybe there's just a big blue ball out there that's mostly covered with water and we're just going along for the ride.
I wouldn't accept it anyway, Big Pine. Big Pine, you know me, man. Do you think I'd accept money from anyone? No, it's so against what I stand for. I've never accepted any money. I feel funny about it. If someone wants to give me money and stuff, I've got a shitload of questions. I'm not just going to accept money, man. Never, ever. That's why I always refuse it. And you know my reasons. What the reasons why? Because it taints it. It taints the truth. I've said this millions of times. Truth becomes secondary. You're just thinking about what can earn you money. Can Rumble earn me some more money? Let's all go over to Rumble where you can give me more money. It's just a. I don't do any of that, and you guys know that. I've never done that. I've turned away from money.
Hey, you tuned in to Fuck What You Heard Radio where.
Why? Why? Because Dave Weiss is giving me 30k a month. That's why. That's the real truth.
You can stick a dick in your ear and shut the fuck up, bitch. But anyway, we got your new K-Dot record. I know you in traffic. Where you at, baby?
Down Rosecrans, 87 Regal, sipping on a gold can, gun tucked like the fetal position. Top dog coalition, coexisting with the coded, whoever quoted from California district. Been a corner like David Banner, I'm the owner of the marijuana aroma. You smell it, hit a donut, yelling it's me, bitches. Who did it? I did it. Take them where they can't go, like Planet Venus, leaning like a mad scientist. Laboratory
They brought up something about Simon and Jax. I mean, how long ago was that, Jax? Can you tell me? Because I've forgotten. I've actually forgotten. I can't remember. I remember Simon saying something, but I can't remember what it was. For one, did you interrupt him or something? Was it that? And lost the plot a little bit. Was it that? We didn't lose the plot. He was just unhappy. Was being interrupted, which is fair play. You know, he's trying to present something, but I'd forgotten about it. I was like, I can't even remember. That's ancient history. I know. I just. It's very bizarre.
So empty Heineken telling stories about the ones that came before me. Chinaman squinting his eye because I'm blinded. Him, my shine is bigger than the striker lighting. And they liking him because I like to win, never lose. Put me on a pedestal, bet I pedal victories until I pedal off my shoes. Welcome to the Lions Room. Challenge anybody home. Wanna try they luck, they get fucked up and all you heard was ooh. Say hello to the little big homie. And your reality ain't realer than this, homie.
Alright, good stuff. That. Awesome, righty. Alright guys, I really appreciate you coming in today. I just had to look, I just had to go through those videos with you, just show you what was up. Listen, a big shout out to Lev. I've got nothing against Lev. I like Lev. Lev's a cool dude, man. But Lev, you're completely wrong. Completely wrong, mate. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to mention it again. It's done. Right, guys, I appreciate you coming. I will see you Saturday morning, same time, 9:30 GMT. Till then, take care. Have a good one, guys.